got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back.
Cooling down some, but it feels pretty fucking warm.
I got the cash in the bag.
That's for Ohio.
Have to thank Stump for that special rap he wrote for me.
What did I do to deserve that?
You said some of these chats on time.
Man, he just sucks those in and just lets them marinate for a while. Bam.
Right. I mean,
I heard what you said.
First of all, happy birthday to Dish.
Oh,
Happy
thank you.
Birthday to Dish. Happy birthday, our Dish.
Dish.
Happy birthday to Dish.
Thank you, guys. That means a lot.
Happy birthday.
There you
Get
go.
out, George.
You whip out a titty, Ohio, I'm shutting it down.
Oh, no.
See, I got the thing on my I got the thing on my Facebook, right? And then I went on the thing and it came up.
Hey, girl, we're live.
With the photo from
Yeah.
those knuckleheads that you got to take a picture with for your birthday last year.
Oh, last year, yeah. That was awesome.
Happy
Hey,
birthday,
That was
Thank you.
museums.
Me and Susie got home like 4 o'clock in the morning or some fucking thing.
Right?
Holy crap, was that a long drive after dark? It was worth it though.
Thank
How
you.
far away are you guys?
Well, we're like 2 hours, 2.5 hours away from Shalisa, and then another hour over to Dishes, or hour and a half.
So 3.5. Yeah, so you're about as far. That's about as far as I am from Jerry.
Go,
I'm not-
Jezzo.
Yeah, I'm about 3.5
SKS,
hours.
what's up? So
Hey,
let me do a quick
SKS.
rundown now that I got that off my chest. Prepping to Endure was #1 tonight. Followed closely by Miss Shalisa, Shell, and Steve. What's up?
Archie.
So yeah, did we come up? We're gonna have to have a vote on a nickname for another Steve.
Sticky Steve.
I'm liking Sticky Steve, man. King of the Fatwood, Sticky Steve.
It's got a ring to it. I gotta admit.
Yeah, but people's minds might go in the wrong spot with that.
Well, yeah, that's part of the fun of it.
That's part of the
You
fun
know
of
what I
it.
mean?
And every time you say Sticky Steve, Shalisa will smile.
I mean, you don't know what your nickname is, but people have been calling you Mike Dick Licker for like fucking 10 years.
14
You know what I want to know, Dish?
What's that?
I want to know just how exactly he knows what to say. Like, he must be trapped in Michelle's body right now.
Well, that's scary.
Mikey D.
SKS, how the hell are you?
Mr. Mike DeLucia, front, top, and center.
Hi, kids.
And Miss Gunpowder Beauty, welcome, welcome. What's up?
Hey, y'all. I'm hanging out on my porch because I'm trying to get fornication trophies asleep.
Okay, okay.
And as soon as the bearded guy winks at you, you're going to be fornicating.
Listen, don't judge me. If you had something like a lumber snack in your house, you'd be jumping on it too. That's probably
Not at my age, kid.
Good lumber snack.
Mr. SKS, you go. Always good to see you, bro. And of course, we have the man of the thumbnail hour, Mr.
That
Kyle
fucking dude is
Wolverine.
sexy as hell in that thumbnail.
Right.
I'm trying to get views, bro.
Whom are we speaking of?
Gay or not, I don't care. As long as
Trying to give views.
Who we speaking? Who's Icon?
Sex Ohio.
Video.
Sexy cat.
Oh, it's Hat. I got you. Thank you. I like
And a couple days post birthday girl, Miss Dish Outdoors. What's
Hi,
happening?
everybody. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh
So
yeah.
you're like 23 now, right?
Yeah.
So
I knew it.
Oh, that's not in my dating age. She has to be at least 39. Thank you.
You got who's you now?
There's some serious fucking Call of Duty going on in the room next door here. Let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Furniture rattling and shit.
People here thumping and, what the fuck are you doing?
Bless you.
Call of Duty was my code word back in the day.
I have never played it ever.
I was watching the history of Metal Gear Solid and how it started out Nintendo and went really made it big with PlayStation 1.
I used to have like a World War II game called like Frontline or something like that on PlayStation 1.
Oh, on PlayStation 1. I thought maybe you were
Yeah.
talking about the little
Is that
tiny
the one?
That's
Tank.
where you storm the beach.
What's the one when you
That
go to?
sounds interesting, actually.
What's the one you go?
Yeah.
It's World War II. The first level, first part of the game. As soon as you turn the game on, right? You have to go through this fence, and then you got to shoot the guy up on the tower. And you go from here to there. You go to these different levels. You wind up on 6 levels up or something. You wind up on a fucking ship, right? And then you got to fucking fly a plane out of there. Then you land the plane. Now you're on a train. And then at the end of the fucking thing, you're fighting zombies. I got pissed off because I'm not a zombie guy.
Oh, I don't
I
know.
was
Only
fucking
probably some
pissed.
type of Call of Duty, man. Call of
I used
Duty
to
has
play with my
zombies in it.
son all the time.
That's probably Call of Duty. One of the many Call of Duties.
Well,
But the one I was talking about, you're on this like the amphibious thing that goes up on the beach and the front drops and everyone jumps out and people are shooting at you and you got to find cover and then you got to climb up the beach and then you got to jump down like a trench and like shoot Nazis that are coming out of the big giant cement bunker things, and you got to go in and find maps and stuff, and then it's
attack the pillbox.
It's pretty much like a video game version of the beginning of Saving Private Ryan, man. It's like that, and then you have to sneak into some camp and you got to sniper some Nazis from far away and stuff. It was cool. It consumed about 99.8.9% of my life for like 2 years, I think. That was back before kids, though. You know what I mean? It was like,
well, that's like this. I was playing with my son. It was fucking 2007. You know what I mean? So it's like,
right,
2006 something. It was a long time ago.
The only reason they invented zombies is so you could play games like that and not be deemed a racist for shooting, certain...
I just can't. I can't. He loved that show, fucking Walking, fucking whatever.
Dead.
Dead.
Oh my god. And I just can't. I can't do it.
Day of Defeat.
No.
No, hang on. Let me see what
I'll
we got.
watch this in 2 seconds and ask him. He'll tell me.
World War II game for PlayStation 1. Can't see anything. Got to put my eyeballs on.
Medal of Honor.
Medal of Honor. That's it. Yeah, Medal of Honor.
That's what it was.
1999. That's the one I used to play.
Medal of Honor was one I played too.
With the plane flying and all that shit?
Yeah.
And it turned into zombies?
Yeah, at the end, after you go through the train. Hang on. I know it's Medal of Honor.
Which Medal of Honor has zombies? Medal of Honor Underground had the zombies.
Okay.
Steve. He got tickled.
I got to do that in a private chat or I'll get in trouble.
Dude, I used to work at America.
Oh my God.
I worked at CompuServe America Online back in like the late 90s. And every day for lunch, we'd just grab our lunch or whatever and go back to our desks. And we'd all log into Doom. Remember Doom, the video game Doom?
Oh, I used to play that.
And the movie.
But you'd be playing against each other online. And this was back when like online gaming like first started.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a glitch and I like fell through a wall or something. And I ended up stuck. And I was on a rafter and I couldn't get off of it. There's no way I could get off of it. All I could do was, but it was right by a doorway. And every time somebody would walk in, I would just shoot them. Boom. And they couldn't see me because it was the glitch. I could see them and shoot them, but on their end, there's nothing there.
You can drop through the floor and end up in the floor down below too.
Yeah.
My son couldn't understand how I could shoot the guy before I knew that. And he's like, I said, well, first of all, you have to buy the right gun, da 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 da. And then he'd be like, but Dad, I'm like, son, will you just trust me? He's like, yeah, but he's gonna shoot you. I says, no, he's not. He's why? It's because you have to shoot this guy first. Okay. Then you lay down, you aim for the tower, you shoot the guy in the tower. How do you know this? It's because you already died once. You got to figure it out. That's how you play these games, kid.
Learn by your mistakes.
You know, I just trust
Or
me.
you be like me and you don't make
for fucking
mistakes.
3 years.
Oh, yes, perfection. That's why he's so sexy. He's Mr. Perfection.
That's right. I don't make mistakes.
Fucking Space Invaders.
I just perfect, and I excel and find out ways not to do things.
Other than speech.
There was a game back on Atari. It was an Activision game called Laser Blast. And there was like these 3 tanks at the bottom, and they would shoot at you, and you were like the spaceship, and you had to shoot a laser down. Choo, choo, choo. But if you went to one side of the screen and just zipped all the way over and just hit the button 3 times, boom, 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 it would just like doom, 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 and kill all 3 tanks. And I figured that out easy, right? So I would just hold the controller over and just be like, boom, 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 boom. And next thing you know, I'm like level 10,000 or whatever. And I got like the ultimate high score. And back then you had to take like a Polaroid of your screen and you could send it to Activision. You get a patch and a fucking like certificate and, you know, all kinds of cool shit. And a hat had Activision on it.
That's where that's hanging in your bedroom, isn't
it? Probably.
It's right. It's on this side of the holster on the flag. On the other side of the flag.
Yeah, but you still didn't get to put your name.
But you're right. You find that glitch in the game because every game has one.
Yeah, they're not perfect.
Remember Blades of Steel?
I never played the hockey game. No.
Well, Blades of Steel. You can be Adam Graves. Adam Graves was a defenseman for New York for the New York Rangers. You can come up the right-hand side of the boards, hook left on the blue line, and as soon as you hook left, take a slap shot. It goes in all the time, all the time. So I'd fucking slap, boom, score. And my brothers would get mad at me, and I'm like, well, if you know what I'm doing, then stop me. So then my brothers said, well, I want to be them. I said, okay. So they're them now. I said, okay. He said, well, how did you do it? I said, come up the boards, told him how to do it. Except now everyone know when I check the shit out of them.
Help me, what's up? Yeah, that's when they get mad and quit. I quit.
That's like my son, man. He bugged me for 2 weeks to play this NBA K game or something or whatever. And I finally was like, I wasn't doing anything one night, and I was like, hey, bud, you want to play that NBA game? He's like, you want to play? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, I'm going to roast you so bad. I'm like, well, yeah, because I've never played it before. You know, you've been playing it forever. And it's on Xbox. And, dude, I've never picked up Xbox. Now, I'm kind of familiar with the PlayStation controller. Xbox is totally different. It's got the buttons are in different weird places for me. So we get we get to like you pick your. He's like, look, we're just gonna do a 1-on-1, and I'm like, okay, and I'm like, I'm LeBron James, and he's like, no, you can't be LeBron James, and I'm like, okay, I'll be Steph Curry. He's like, no, you can't be Steph Curry. I'm like, he's like, Dad, you can be anybody you want, for even like from the like way back, and I'm like, well, I wanted to be LeBron James, and you're like,
Larry
no,
Bird.
that's what I did. So this is before he knew who Larry Bird and the Celtics were. This is why he became a Celtics fan, to be honest with you. I was like scrolling through. I'm like, ooh, Michael Jordan, you're dead. He's like, you can't be Michael Jordan.
Oh my
I'm
God.
like, Jesus, man, who can I be? I mean, I've never played the game before in my life, and you're telling me I can't be any of these guys? I'm like, what about this old white guy? And he's like, sure. It's Larry Bird, right? He don't know who Larry Bird is. Dude, I lit him up. Score was 85-12. I scored 3-pointers just like,
Oh, yeah.
Larry
Well, that's-
Larry
yeah.
Bird was a badass.
That's
and
it.
he was like, he's like, Dad, who is that? I'm like, dude, that's Larry Bird. He's like, who's Larry Bird? I'm like, look it up. YouTube that name.
Oh man,
And like the next day, he was like, Dad, I was up all night watching Larry Bird videos. He's one of the greatest players ever played the game. I'm like,
yeah. There's some great YouTube videos about other players talking about Larry Bird.
oh yeah.
The one guy said, man, he made me cry.
The-
Talking
the
about his
Atlantic-
mama and his.
The Atlantic Falcons bench. The Atlantic Falcons bench.
No, when he scored 60 points and just was anything he threw up in the air went in
They got fined from the
for
bench.
celebrating for Larry.
He'd go by the bench and he'd go, hey guys, watch this. Here comes a 3. And they go like this. And they'd be on the bench going, oh,
Yeah.
You know, they all got fined for it.
That one team, they all got in trouble for
Yeah.
reacting to Larry Bird.
Yeah,
that was
scoring
the
on him.
Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah. He said, he told the one guy, he said, 3-point. He's like, he said something like, you're going to have double coverage on me. I'm going to hit 3-point and I'm going to land on your trainer's lap. Next play comes down, they double teamed him. He knocked down a 3 and tripped, fell, and like going out of bounds when he shot the ball and landed and laid on the trainer's lap. They were like, get the fuck out of here. He called every shot he ever made on the game. And there was one game when he was in Portland. It was like the last road game of because they go in stints, they take like go out west and play a bunch of teams out west. And it was like the last night of their, trip or whatever out west. And he told the guys on the Celtics, he's like, hey man, just let you guys know I'm going to play this game left-handed. Never used his right hand the entire game, and he scored 27 points and had like 13 rebounds and like 7 assists.
Wow.
Like fucking left-handed.
Alti Gunman, what's up, bro?
Hey, Malty.
Going good, going good.
Hey, Monty.
Yeah, no, he was something special.
Man, I got to put the lid on this shit.
Me too. I just off the bag's
Down
almost
below
gone.
half.
This stuff is addictive as hell.
You
It's like
might as well
this.
kill it.
Yep.
Now I want crackers or something. I ain't got squat. Island Girl 57. How the heck
God
are
damn, it's been a long time.
Hi, Aaron, go.
still on vacation, traveling the
St.
world?
Louis.
Says, good for you. That's awesome.
She's in St. Louis. Where did Archie go? Oh, Sticky Steve.
Yeah,
One-
Sticky
when
Steve.
you gotta open that box.
Multi, how the hell are you?
When
Oh
I
yeah,
give
we're gonna open this box. What we got here?
them permission, ice cream.
That's a
No.
real Booger King booger.
Oh, boogers.
Booger, we
Hold
got
on. Let me blow you up.
Scotch pines at work.
Oh,
So
cool.
Oh, nice.
just one great big gob that I got all in one shot.
That does look like a bugger.
Green gobs of greasy grainy gopher
Green
guts.
boogers.
Grainy
Beautiful
gopher
monkey
guts.
meat.
What is that song? Why do I know that song?
Everybody knows that song's from when you were a kid.
Yeah, but what was it from? Do you remember?
Great green gobs of greasy, grimy gopher
Was it
guts.
like a camp song?
And I forgot my spoon.
Spoon.
Yeah, fire pit song, whatever.
Yeah.
Don't remember that one.
But I haven't seen Island Gal in a long time.
Are you gonna unbox this thing, Mikey?
Oh, Steve, you want me to do that now?
When I give him permission, he can.
That's what you said.
I overstepped my bounds. I'm sorry.
See,
that's why you're
without having any choppers in my mouth, me saying sticky is going to sound like I'm saying stinky. You know what I mean?
stinky in a good way, though. That's fat wood you're smelling. Go for it, Mike. Are you able?
All right. Yeah, I'm able.
You actually got a knife, or are you going to open that box with that crowbar?
Oh my God.
What? I've had it. You saw that. Didn't you? Last week? Was it last week, Dish?
It still
Yeah.
looks like brand new because it's actually only got about a week's worth of use on it.
It's got use on it.
Yeah, it looks like it's got about 3 hours worth.
We got to, can we say hi to what's his face? Is he still, do you think he's watching tonight?
You can say hi to whoever you want to. Hey, Uncle Cal.
How's it smell, Mikey?
Now I can smell it. Now I can smell it. Don't eat one, just eat the whole bag.
You got a bag of dicks?
Eat a bag of dicks, Mikey. And I got the rat in there too, kid.
Ohio,
You're a dirty rat too.
I'm dirty.
in your bag of dicks, he wanted more.
Oh, look at that, Ohio. Ohio, we have matching penises.
Oh, you got a gold ribbon penis too? See, now I feel like we're brothers or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we just bonded with that
Next
penis.
thing you know, they'll be rubbing swords in the dark.
Oh,
Sword fight.
Sword fight. Oh, where can I put that? I can put that in my car. I can put that in my car, right? Is that a sticky one?
he got
That
a
one?
glitter stick.
You got a glitter sticker?
Glitter sticker. I know, I'm upside down. Sorry. Yeah, I got a glitter sticker. Haha.
You know what you need, Mike?
Hey, yeah, mine are bigger than yours, though. Hang on.
Your balls?
Put them to the
You got
bottom.
some balls?
Oh, yeah. And guess what? They're not even in a jar. They're in a bag.
Smaller than the others, see?
See, my balls are bigger, and they're more clearer. See, you can see my
No,
balls.
one's smaller than the other, like yours.
Hey, at least they're not blue like Ohio's were.
Right, mine are blue.
Oh, see, you have blue balls. I don't.
Hey, Mikey, real quick, what's that
What?
behind you on the wall up there?
That's because they're in a jar.
Yeah, right there. That,
A
Like
bulletin
court-
board.
huh?
A bulletin board.
Yeah, what's on it? Anything special?
My wife's stuff from school, and
I was going to say, you need something like that to put all your stickers and patches on to display.
I know I should.
Let him open his pack.
I know I should. Now I can smell it, Chalisa. Now I can smell it.
Oh, it broke.
Yep. No, there's like, did you put no. What do you mean what broke?
Oh, you held something up. It looked like
I
a
had
broke-
no, the foul was here.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I can smell that all night.
Put a fresh slice into it and watch it explode. Oh, I love the smell
Oh
of that
my
stuff.
God, right?
You can hold those ones up. To
I'm
the
gonna
light.
have to go outside and let one burn. After the chat, of course.
Hey, now you can do a Fire Up Friday.
Right? Oh, cool. Say that word for me. Terpene scented?
Oh, turpentine scented candle.
Oh, cool.
Put that in your underwear drawer, and the girls won't leave you alone.
I don't want to put it in my undies. Why would I want to put it in my undies?
Underwear drawer.
Share with your favorite people. Extra gag gifts. What is in there?
Same thing.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
that. From the back end, I see it. Okay.
More,
I'm
more
asking you. And yeah, it's
more
a clear
dick.
back. Yep. And a rat.
and another rat. You got 2 rats.
You mean gag like?
I'm
Someone
a
might
gagger.
have one of those dicks.
You know I'm a gagger.
Good.
Oh, cool beans. You know, this son bitch is getting glued right to the top of my fucking right to the top of my laptop.
Oh, cool. Hot glue.
He's gonna
I've
sit.
infested their houses.
He's gonna sit right at the top of my fucking. What do you got in here, kid?
You're gonna have a lot of wrapping paper, Mike.
Right. I'm gonna need it.
Sorry. Hopefully they didn't melt.
Oh, cool beans.
I told you for 3 years I was gonna send you some Fraser fir candles. There's
Oh, that smells beautiful. Oh.
Sweet.
Now what? Oh,
you got a keychain in there.
that smells absolutely fucking phenomenal. Why couldn't I smell it through the box though?
Because I'm good.
Well, yeah.
I knew you'd be able to smell.
Hey, what do we call it? I can't. Sticky Steve. Can you can answer that? See, I have to make sure I say sticky.
There you go. Just say sticky.
Because I don't want to call you a double S, because then that's like, wow. You know what I mean?
Right.
Why don't I just use the fucking knife that's right beside me? Oh, you know how to tape.
I wanted to make sure they didn't break.
No, you did good. That wasn't a complaint. Oh, dude, these smell beautiful. And there's one more right here. That smells absolutely awesome.
Been meaning to send those for a while.
Oh, scented! I get to sit in the scented fire starter kit.
Yeah.
Cool.
Bloop, bloop.
I have a question about those.
What?
Yeah.
Are those basically just like makeup pads dipped in candle wax?
Yeah, paraffin wax. A
Okay.
lot
Are
of
they
people,
what?
some people, I've seen a guy make them with tropical punch Kool-Aid, and it made them red, and it made them smell like tropical punch.
Really?
I put wax melts, and I use wax melts of, I think, seven different types of woodsy, earthy, smoky smells, like birch and sandalwood and pine and all that.
Because my wife goes, because she uses those Scentsy things or whatever they are, whatever those, like the little wax things that you put in the little thing and then plug them in the wall and they melt.
Is
And
that gay that I'm smelling the candles like that?
no, and she said, she goes, we could make
Thank
those,
you, Shaliza.
we could make those out of like makeup pads, and she's like, we could just soak up all the things from instead, because she just like dumps them in the trash instead of, and then wipes the container out when she's like wanting a new scent.
Now you gotta use it.
Yeah, that's what she said. So that's what I wanted to ask you if that's basically what it was.
Yep.
More rats.
More rats. Damn, you got it.
Dude, they're
all kinds
kissing.
You got
And look,
different
now
breeds,
they're gonna-
you got
now
different
they're
breeds
gonna-
of rats.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
You're hilarious.
Tails.
Thank you, sweetheart.
You're
That was
welcome.
very nice. I'm gonna love that.
Sweetheart.
Oh, that's beautiful.
The girls are all gonna be fighting over them now.
The girls aren't even gonna know I have them. Are you kidding? Do you know what happened if they find out I had these? I'd never see
Gone.
them.
They
Never-
burn up in their rooms on first night that they had them.
I'd never see them.
Stick one of them little candles in your car, make your car smell nice.
Ooh, not that thing. That thing's gross.
Be careful, they could spill. That cars get hot enough to melt that
No,
way.
I won't put it in my car. My car? There ain't nothing gonna make my car smell nice.
Your wicks would go limp too.
I like your idea though, Ohio. I might ask her if I can take over her bulletin board.
Are we done? More?
Yes, thank you, Steve, for allowing me to do that. And again, thank you very much, Lisa. That's
Oh.
awesome. That's awesome,
You're
awesome,
welcome.
awesome.
We'd like to see our girls would.
Awesome, awesome. So with the fire starter,
The only girl I know that gets wood that I'm not scared of.
I get excited over wood.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
break it in half. Break it in half. Light the cotton, smell like okay.
You got to break it in half, stick it under like your wood or whatever, and you light one, and then you put the other half in your mouth.
Oh, cool. What's the other half taste like?
Whatever flavor, like you know, the turpentine's my favorite flavor. It gives you kind of a little buzz too if you suck on it really hard.
Here, Mike.
Who doesn't love the smell of turpentine? Oh, look how big those balls got.
Yep. Soak
How do I
them in water, Mikey. You got a big set of balls. So
So we put them in a glass of water?
Yeah, there we go.
So
Hey,
that's all I have to do is put
Yep.
those in a glass of water?
like Ohio's.
What's that?
Ohio's are blue like this, and they're smaller.
Well, he's
You
going to have
got
blue balls.
big balls.
What's the purpose of those after you get them like that size? Can you throw them at somebody?
I have slingshots. I hit the abandoned house with.
Okay.
What if I just wanted to play with my balls?
You throw
Can I
them.
do that?
Squeeze them lightly.
Just squeeze them.
We treat
Squeeze
them like water balloons around here. We splat each other.
Or maybe I'll send them to dish.
There you go.
1 milligram of too much of an ounce of too much, and you're out. You're done.
I want to eat a bag of dicks.
24 hours. They got to soak in water for 2 days.
Oh, really?
48 hours. That's
Well, doesn't that make them all pruny?
no.
And
It looks some swell. See?
Wait till she sees that. She's going to piss herself off.
I posted a video on Facebook of this two girls were like, this guy was like up on a balcony or whatever, and he looked down at these girls and they were talking to him. They were like smoking a cigarette or whatever, and he had a marshmallow. He's like, "Here, catch a marshmallow." And he threw it, and the one caught it in her mouth. So the other girl tries it, and she catches it, and they're laughing. They're like, "Oh!" And he's like, "Do it again." And so she takes the one marshmallow out and throws it over her shoulder, and she opens her mouth, and he drops a fucking egg and it's right in the mouth.
Oh, no.
great way to lose some teeth.
She starts gagging.
Choking too.
What's that?
Choking too, I suppose. Got your head
Yeah.
tilted up.
Yeah.
Go down the hatch.
My wife said because that's something you would do, and I'm like, yeah, probably.
Oh, that's cool.
That would hurt. Like you talking about an egg with a shell on it?
Yeah,
You
That
imagine
hurts.
getting that in your mouth from the balcony?
That hurts.
it wasn't really high. I mean, it was only like 6-7 feet above them.
And my second question is, how big was her fucking mouth?
No
That
doubt.
is pretty.
No, it hit. She opened her mouth and it hit right on the side, but
Yeah.
all the yolk went right down her mouth.
Oh,
That's the guy was an asshole. Sorry. He's kind of one of them funny guys that would
That's awesome.
put an M80 in one of your shotgun shells to shoot it out of.
Are you calling me an asshole? Because that's something I would do.
You know what? I've never called you an asshole, and I've argued with you the most.
If somebody ever did that to me, that basically you're hitting her in the face with a rock.
Where'd my Pepsi
It's
go?
an egg. It's not a fucking rock.
All right, you go get an egg, throw it up in the air, and catch it on your face, and tell me what it feels like.
Well, I'm not dumb.
See? Well, okay. Point.
I might be ignorant, but I'm not dumb.
Apparently,
be ignorant.
He was kind of stupid.
Dish, is he
Go
ignorant?
ahead.
what's that, Mikey?
Is he ignorant?
Ignorant.
Ignorant.
Hey, Gunpowder, not only do I have a bag of dicks, I'm going to eat them just in front of you, too.
Big bag of dicks.
Tastes like candles. That would suck.
What up, Mr. Stump Greenwood?
Stump out. What's up, kid?
Hey, Stump. Stumpa.
He says, Ohio, you sexy son of a mama, you.
You know it.
Hey, tell
Sexy, and you
something
know
on a bag of dicks. Stick your tongue out, Mike. Show us your dick in your.
We got a spot, Stump.
Oh,
Sent you an
Wait.
invite.
See if I can do it this way. Here you go, gunpowder.
Jesus Christ. I got coke coming out my nose because of you.
Coke nose. Oh, damn it.
What?
I tried to hit a special button and it flung something else up on the screen. Luckily, I got rid of it without shutting down the whole network.
Right?
Oh, speaking of which, everybody better sub and send me some money and all that because my channel may either be gone or blow the fuck up. So get in while the getting's good.
You better not go nowhere.
Why? Just because the picture of me?
No, I'm almost famous. I was called out by a big YouTuber by name.
Nice.
Uh-oh, who called you out?
Y'all familiar with Ginger Billy?
Yeah.
Small
yeah.
little channel.
Yeah.
Well, he had a commenter on there by the name of, holy shit, I just forgot. Oh man, I just killed the whole fucking story.
what's his name again?
Upchurch.
Upchurch. Yeah,
other little guy, Upchurch, commented on Ginger Billy's thing. Well, I got on there. Hey, Upchurch, I love the jams, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, it's too bad you didn't get a harder nothing. And I had Ginger Billy's voice in my mind. I said, too bad you got on this channel and didn't get a harder nothing. I hope Ginger Billy isn't getting too big for his britches. Apparently, nobody got the sarcasm.
Uh-oh.
Ginger Billy awarded me personally the dumb comment of the day.
Oh, no.
I was fucking cracking up. So I went back and changed my comment. At first, I was very apologetic. I'm sorry. I didn't know the video was brand new and blah, 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 blah. So I was out mowing the yard today thinking about it. I said, you know, that's kind of ironic. A guy that makes his living off sarcasm and jokes
Right.
doesn't get sarcasm when he reads it in his, who says nothing? And I spelled it nothing in britches. So I went and changed my comment back.
I spell it nothing.
Too bad you didn't get the sarcasm, pal. Oh my God. But
usually they don't want us directed towards them.
Yeah, apparently. Well, he was showing off his brand new house he just had built.
Where's this guy from?
Beautiful. Somewhere in the South.
Well, there you go. There you go. There you go. He's a fucking southerner.
So I went back and took away my apology comment and wrote in the second one I just mentioned is it's, you know, it's kind of funny for a guy who pretty much makes his living off sarcasm and stuff, doesn't recognize it when it's printed.
Boom.
And I told him I literally had your voice in my head when I was writing that, you know, nothing getting too big for his britches.
Right. Wow.
Some people just can't take it, Stevie.
Apparently.
Look at Ohio, for instance.
Ohio what?
What?
What'd you say, bitch?
What?
Yeah. As Finger says what?
Can you turn up his fucking microphone? I can't hear a thing.
Twat says what?
I don't
It's
understand.
nice hanging out with smart people.
I don't understand. That's pretty funny. I say hi stump Hawaii. Actually, hi stump Hawaii. And I get Mike go suck one. Nice. Nice. Not hey Mike Hawaii. Nothing, right? Just go suck one.
Some people know you, man.
Oh, I know what it is. I think I made fun of those fucking dumbass Southerners again, and he took it to heart. That's what it must have been.
Yeah, people tend to do that.
Fuck them.
Oh, by the way, Ohio, I looked into that new bill for Michigan.
Yeah.
It says nothing about transgender or anything like that. It's more they added it on to the hate crimes thing and the bullying. So
I read the whole thing and I looked into it and it said you have to like purposely misgender somebody.
Well,
as harassment.
As harassment to make them change what they're doing or whatever.
Yeah.
Fucked up law.
Yeah, it's still a felony.
It gets into free speech and shit like that. But on the other hand, if I decide to go, and I'll say this macho for dish, if I decide to go into town packing and somebody starts harassing me, guess who's going to jail? So it works both ways.
Right.
Why do you identify as a trans now or something?
They said nothing about identity or trans or anything.
Well, you have to be you have to be in the protected class. You have to be like, you probably have to be like,
who gets
non-binary.
He's a white male. He ain't protected
in this day and age than a straight white male.
But I'm saying, but they don't believe that.
I believe it, and I'd be the one.
Oh, look at this picture I pulled up. I was going to show you. Talk about, this is like circa 1992.
I'm trying to figure out. Black Talon.
Luger 9 something.
You got to do the tilt trick.
Can't see it. Yeah, you put them on percentage.
There it is.
9mm Luger.
So what? You got a box of bullets?
That's remember the Winchester Black Talons that they outlawed or whatever? Because everyone thought they could go through bulletproof vests. They were cop killers.
Oh, yeah. What up,
but look at the price on that. That's a box of hollow points, man, for fucking $9.80.
Nice.
Is a question? Is Stump new here?
He might have a attitude.
I insulted the South, bitch. So when don't I insult the South?
He may be on a different kind of edible.
I mean, they're insulting the South of these fucking people that live in this fucking Palm Knockersville.
Well, everybody can't be a stuck-up Easterner.
I'm telling you right now, I'm making fucking
the world would collapse.
Palm Knockers.
Goes this way, and I live here, not there.
I'm telling you, I'm making up a T-shirt. It's gonna have a little finger against the hand, and underneath it's gonna say Palm Knockers.
Everybody will think.
See, Steve, what it does, there's already a law that says religion, ethnicity, and race were already included in the previous legislation and will be covered under the new law.
Right.
But with the new law, it also it will expand to cover sex, sexual orientation, age, gender identity or expression, and physical or mental disability.
Okay, so I'm a heterosexual. That's my identity. So why am I different?
But
so
then
they start badgering me about, you straight white male, macho, whatever, carrying a pistol, and make me feel like I have to go put it in the trunk.
Yeah, the bill would make it a hate crime to cause someone to feel terrorized, frightened, or threatened with words, including deliberately misgendering them.
Wow. I'll solve it. You make a law and it just goes away, right?
Then you know how to solve that? You buy a little 3x4 name tag. You pin it on your fucking shirt.
My name is Butch.
Yeah.
That's not going to help us. That's not going to help us to identify.
Yeah, you might have 13 people turn around to that name.
Well, it's better than 10,000 people turn around and say a dyke or something. You know what I mean?
You know what? Back in my day, there was never an issue. And I always used to try to pick the tomboy to be on my baseball team.
Am I frozen?
Because she could usually play it.
Yeah.
No, you're not
my
frozen.
sister.
You're just licking your lips and looking kind of creepy.
That's my sister.
All up close to the camera and stuff.
First person I chose. First person I chose when we were playing baseball, softball, or anything.
Right, Fuzz. It's not misgendering if you call everyone bitch.
She was better than any fucking person she was better athlete than any fucking person I played the fucking ball with.
Right.
Damn it. Don't you hate when the legs of your chair break and can't get under your desk? Fixed it.
She's as feminine as they come. She wore dresses when she wasn't playing with us. She did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nobody ever. This is all just made up bullshit.
I don't know
Made
if I
up
told you.
bullshit.
We got a friend of ours. One of the women that were in my wedding. Her daughter used to be. I got to get the name right. Used to be. What was her name? Beginning in the.
Am I frozen or am I waiting?
Emily.
For
Emily. Oh, it used to be Emily. And now it's. M. I don't know. She changed it. Can't have Emily because Emily's too much of a girl's name.
Oh Lord.
So now it's M something, and I'm like, I said to my
Emily.
wife.
How original.
I said to my wife, I go, listen to me closely. I go, remind me not to ever be here while they're here. She goes, why? Because I've known that little girl since she was little, and I've called her Emily her whole fucking life.
Yeah.
Now you expect me to call her something that sounds like her name that isn't, and me with names? Hello.
Yeah.
I'll fuck it up.
How about my feelings? God damn it.
You know?
Make me embarrassed in front of everybody. I'm gonna wait for Ohio to come back. I don't know where the F he went.
Somebody came in his room.
Oh Lord. Dad, he cheated and won.
If you want fucking cheating, you want to try him.
You got any more of those minty dicks?
I do, right here. Would you like one?
My wife just came in.
Oh, Lord. There's Dish. She got it immediately.
You wish.
Redneck Prepper, what is happening? Y'all. So Trump's about to get indicted again. Go figure.
Send him to prison.
And
Fucking
you're gonna
criminal.
die when you find out why.
Because he's a criminal.
They're
It's up,
trying to
Redneck.
indict him for cleaning one of his servers.
Seriously?
Oh,
Did he bleach it and destroy the hard drives with hammers?
Oh, so he was Clinton, isn't he?
His first name is
phone
Hillary.
Hammers.
Clinton,
Or Tom Brady.
When does the term harassment come up in a courtroom?
Don't you get it? They don't want him to be president again.
Two-tier justice system, guys.
The
My
thing is,
problem is they're spending all this money. They're
Yeah,
spending all this
our
fucking
money.
money to try to fucking hang him.
Yep.
And they're throwing shit against the fucking wall hoping for it to stick. Because nothing's stuck yet. He ain't in jail yet.
they know damn well that he did none of the things that they keep indicting him for. All they're trying to do is here, let me give you an example. If I say Ohio Wolverine is the sexiest fucker in the world, Mike's gonna have an
Throw up in his mouth.
to that and put in some little pukey faces and stuff like that. But if I keep saying it and Mike finally gets tired of saying something different, then the whole room presumes it as true because nobody's fighting against it.
Right.
That's what they're trying
That's a bad example because that's 100% true.
to see how easy that was.
And here's the best part of all. He gets all these indictments, blah, 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 blah. He still wins the presidency. Wouldn't that be a kick in the pants? You know why? Because then he can pardon himself.
Yeah, no shit. I don't think they'll allow it to happen.
All right. I got a
president
question
has the right
I got
to
a
pardon.
question for everybody. You don't have to tell me if you're going to vote for Trump or not or whatever. But assuming that most of us on this panel would probably vote for that particular party, I would say, at this point, against Joe Biden if he reran. I don't know. I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth or anything. But if Trump was to be indicted and could not run for president or went to prison or whatever, or did not run, out of the people that we have, who would you support other than Trump?
Rand Paul.
Right? From
Rand
back-
Paul's not running though.
Well,
I'm talking about the people that are running.
he's not running yet.
You know what we're all going to say.
I'm not
Kennedy.
going to say the governor from.
The
fucking
thing is, they're going to
Florida,
kill
is
that.
what I mean.
They're going to shoot that Kennedy.
You would hang on now. I said if Joe Biden's the nominee.
I wouldn't vote for Joe Biden if he fucking paid me.
No, I'm saying, who would you vote for the Republican ticket?
I said I don't know, but I'm not gonna vote for fucking the governor from Florida. I don't like him.
DeSantis.
I don't
He
like
doesn't.
him.
He doesn't have it.
He's gonna be Trump's running mate. You watch.
He doesn't have any money.
I wish.
I'm gonna call Candace Owens and ask her to fucking run.
I think DeSantis would be a decent vice president, but
He sucks as a governor, bro.
Him going turn.
How does he suck as a governor?
Oh, don't even get me going.
Yeah, I want to get you going because he's turned Florida fucking around. Florida's a great
down.
place to play.
You think that'll stick right there?
I need to know, Mikey.
Why do you need to know who I'm going to vote for? That's a personal
No,
question.
not who you're going to vote for. I need
Why
to
do
know
you need to
why
know
you
why
think
I
that
don't
Ron
vote?
DeSantis has destroyed Florida.
I just don't like the guy. I don't understand why. I don't understand. You know what I mean?
Well,
If
just
I don't
because
like
you don't
somebody,
like
I don't like
somebody, doesn't mean you can't say that he destroyed a fucking state and ran it
You know
into the
what I'm saying?
ground.
Yeah,
He's doing a
I can.
terrible
So you know
job.
what? I can.
I don't like Bill Belichick, but he's a hell of a coach.
Yeah, he didn't fucking.
But I'm saying, I mean, Ron DeSantis probably wouldn't get my vote either, but he's not a bad governor. I mean, I can tell you why Joe Biden's a bad
People down
president.
there hate him.
On the left do. People on the
Yes.
left do.
Yes.
God damn it!
All the fucking Northerners that what do you call it from down here?
Snowbirds.
Yeah. That now live down there.
Well, see, that's the problem with Florida. And that's the problem with Texas now because they wanted to get away from California and their high taxes and they brought their fucking politics to Texas. And now you can't go to Texas and live in Austin or Houston or Dallas without having a bunch of fucking liberal cucks everywhere. And they want to change the policies in Texas how it was for hundreds of years to what California is. They just want, and they've already did it to Colorado. They moved, from California to Colorado, and the first thing they did in Colorado when they established their government and infiltrated, Colorado's thing is ban fucking any magazine over 10 rounds.
Yeah, now look what's happening in Texas. All the shootings and illegal immigrants living in houses, killing each other, and this, that, and the other.
I think if I still plan, I'll tell you flat out who I'm voting for. I'm going to vote for Tim Scott.
I don't know who Tim Scott is.
100 million people will go, who's Tim Scott?
Well, I mean, he's a Republican who's running. He's a senator from South Carolina.
I don't even see him on here. Because I'm going, Tim Scott, black man, Republican, senator from 2013.
Yeah. Him and Trey Gowdy got a lot done. And I like Trey Gowdy.
If he's in good with Trey Gowdy, I'll look him up and put some oomph into it. But
yeah,
that's only if Trump ends up not running.
That's what I'm saying, But what do you guys think about Nikki Haley? Do you think that? I mean, I know she doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell, but do you like her? Do you like her?
I don't know anything about her.
Yeah.
She knows how to.
Is it Nikki Haley or Kerry that was from Arizona?
Now, see, the girl from Arizona, she lost the governor's race, but that was kind of, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people do hate her. She's got a lot of hate against her, just like Trump does. And I think if she did lose the governorship out there, lost to that other, I think it was because I don't think it might have been because they cheated. There's a possibility. We all know that. But I also think that it was more. Yeah, I think Trump won against Hillary because more people hated Hillary. And I think Trump lost against Biden because more people hated Trump.
Yeah, but
And I think the same thing with her out there. A lot of people hated her because she was against that progressive, you know.
But
And you got to remember, these younger generations, they will not vote fucking Republican no matter what.
Oh,
Of course not. They
okay.
never do.
But you can't make a straight answer like that because the numbers don't add up right on the whole presidential election. And fucking Fuzzfork got it right. Get Tucker Carlson to run. He would be a killer vice president, I think. And he's not a total Trumper. He's just all about the truth.
Vice president position is for the CIA back guys.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter. The CIA or FBI will kill anybody we like anyhow, so, and manipulate what they can, because the whole big war hoop-de-doo is taken over now because they're making money.
I just hope whoever does get in there, whether it be Republican, Democrat, Independent, whatever, that they're smart enough to
backbone.
Well, I just hope they're smart enough to go ahead and name me as the head of the AFT.
I think if they're that smart, they might get those letters in the right order.
Well, you know.
Redneck Prepper, I think the only mistakes that Trump made is he didn't know how deep it was.
That's kind of what I'm thinking too, because one person, we elect one person the president against the whole system, nothing will get done. They're tied to a cause.
The thing is now, Trump has had 4 years under his belt, face to face with him, and 4 years to rethink everything. I think it would be a fucking tornado if he got in there right now.
You'd have to clean house right away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It would. I think it would be a effing bloodbath.
Because that might have been his major mistake, is when he got in before, he left some people in office and on charge of cabinets and stuff like that.
Well, he got
backstabbed
a few times.
You don't really want to go in and fucking just fire a bunch of people. You really don't. You don't want to do that to somebody. You don't want to take their livelihood from them.
It doesn't. All the people that he needs to fire don't have to worry about money for the rest of their life.
Right. I understand that. But I mean, I'm thinking if you do it, you have to do it from top to bottom. I'm talking staffers, security guards, anybody that was under the Biden administration for 4 years, fucking gone. I don't care if you were the janitor that mopped the floor at night. Sorry about your luck. I'm bringing all new janitors in.
I would especially not trust the chef. Who in the hell is going to poison you?
Yeah. Well, you end up dead in the backyard of the Obamas. So.
Yeah.
That's Obama's personal chef that was found dead in the pool, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, it wasn't a pool though. It was in the.
Well, fork right on.
Actually,
Bill Burr
in the
was one
ocean,
of his
I
big
think.
mistakes. He
Or
trusted
lake or whatever.
I think Big Mike
mysteriously. Yeah, he was on a wave board.
Yeah.
I just seen the story the other day, and mysteriously fell off in 8 feet of water. And
Didn't have the ankle thing on him to stay by the board and all this, that, and the other. But he was a strong swimmer and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't see the fish hook and the fishing line under the board that kept pulling it out of the way, so he couldn't.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, this is kind of fun. It's like teasing him. Oh, he's almost got it. Doink.
Oh man, that'd be.
You don't actually believe in that stuff, do you, Steve?
Bro, they got proof of some of it.
The only
there's no proof. Of course, people commit suicide by shooting themselves in the chest 3 times.
Hey,
On a park bench.
it looks like the only guy with any experience in doing anything is fucking the John Bolton character there.
Did you see Mikey just had a fucking what's this called?
Epiphany?
Who's the fucking, not Lindsey Graham, who's the other one? He just had a Mitch McConnell moment. Mikey was like, "Hey, did you see the?" And he just like froze. Like he had like a Mitch McConnell moment there. Did you guys see that shit?
Twice.
Yeah. Somebody said he had a stroke, but I don't know.
I don't know. I'll tell you what. My father-in-law, he's got like early onset, dementia and shit, and he'll do that. He'll be talking to you, and like he'll walk in the kitchen, and he'll just fucking blank out, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Well, I was watching a YouTube video, and it showed from behind Mitch McConnell out into the audience, and Dish was standing out there with one titty out. And I think that's what happened to him. He just.
Am I missing something?
She had like one titty out and an empty beer can. Like,
hey, when did Obama's and Clinton's cook die?
Like a week ago.
Like a week ago.
About a week ago.
Yeah.
What's it die of?
That's what we were just talking about, dude. Mitch, wake up, Mitch.
Snap out of it.
Keep your eye on the screen and your eyeballs off the titty in the audience. He might have been having a moment like
I don't think Obama was in part of that.
Who let Kamala in
Clinton,
the building?
You can't.
Oh, here's another good theory I heard today. The whole cocaine in the they're going to let that go quiet a little bit, and right before the election, they're going to bring it up again and blame Kamala.
To keep her out of the running.
Yeah,
when you got to replace her.
They're going to bring in Newsom.
Gavin Newsom. That's a good. Yeah, I think Gavin Newsom is going to be. I think they might try to get Joe out and bring Gavin Newsom in. To be honest with you. But hey, that
nobody else to
that whole Mitch McConnell thing. I don't want to make fun of him too bad because I think we've all been there. Because I tell you what happened. He was doing his speech, and right when he was getting ready to say something, his stomach said, he's like, "Oh fuck, am I going to shit myself, or am I going to be able to?" And he got those cold chills that go up your arm, and your hairs all stand up,
like that poor reporter in the white pants.
And he just stood there, and it finally went away. And he's like, "Oh, okay." So then they took him off. He's like, "Man, I got a shit,"
Straight to the bathroom.
And don't lie like it's never happened. We've all had that shit happen.
Uh-oh.
Hey, this one time I was oh god.
Start getting him walking on your tiptoes.
When you get the goosebumps and you get the cold shivers, you're like, "Fuck, I'm about to shit myself."
You're squeezing your cheeks trying to walk to the bedroom.
Movie quote. Oh God, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
I shouldn't have ate that fucking Dairy Creamer with my cereal this morning.
Me and Susie.
Was my cookie crisp?
Yeah.
Talk about a sticky situation, right, Steve? Sticky Steve?
Sticky. Yeah. Me and Susie just watched that movie the other night.
What, Sticky Steve?
No, Bridesmaids.
Oh my God. Oh, yeah.
I'm
right there in the street.
I never
In
saw
a
it.
wedding dress.
You've never seen that, Mikey?
No.
Okay, that's like an ultimate chick flick or whatever, but it's so
Probably reason number 2 why I've never seen it.
no, dude, it's so freaking funny. It's got basically half the cast from Saturday Night Live, and then like the chick from Mike and Molly.
Right.
Whatever her name is.
Yeah, the big girl there.
Yeah. Oh my God, she's hilarious.
A riot.
That movie is fun.
She is a riot.
Oh my God, that movie is. I mean, it's great. It really is.
Oh, that's another conspiracy I heard the last few days is they don't think there was actually anybody in that submarine.
Oh, here we go.
I think it was all a hoax.
Hang on. I got some tinfoil somewhere.
Yeah, hang on. Hey, I've been watching. Okay, that Oppenheimer movie's coming out, right? Or it just came out, and everyone's talking about it and like the nuclear, or the atomic bomb and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Rogan Experience had a guy on there and they were showing the old footage that they had, where
Yeah.
like they got the house and they're like filming it, and then all of a sudden there's a car there, or there's no car, and then when the bomb goes off, there's a car there, and the car gets destroyed, and like they're like, what the fuck's holding the camera down? The whole houses are getting blown a fucking way, but the camera, there's nothing touching the camera.
And the radiation would have destroyed the film.
The film. So they're saying that was just like a bunch of models that they just filmed being destroyed or whatever.
The smoke was like too big for the house.
Yeah.
You know how you see the movies where the car is on fire and the flames are too big for the car?
Yeah, it's like almost you like see the wick burning on the firecracker or something before it blew up inside the house, the model.
It was really obvious in the old Godzilla movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where cars were on fire.
Yep. You could
And
tell
another thing.
a car with a big old flame.
So did they fake the moon landing, or did they leave somebody back on the fucking moon? Because there's video of them leaving the fucking moon from the moon, and the camera goes up. It's like, who was filming that? And then one day when Neil Armstrong comes out of the capsule, and he's like, "That's one giant step for man, one giant leap for mankind," or whatever, and he's the first man on the moon. Who's the camera guy filming that shit that got out before he did?
Well, we weren't supposed to tell, but Dish gave me special permission. That was her job back in the day, right when she got out of college or high school. She was a camera woman.
That was 69. She's probably still in the sperm bank.
And technically, they couldn't say a woman was the first man on the moon.
Oh, that's not what it was?
Yeah, that was back when feminism was unheard of, and so they.
But somebody had to put that fucking camera out there.
No, it's called. Shalisa does it. I do it. Everybody who films does it. You place the camera and then you replay the scene.
No shit. I don't understand why he's asking this
so
question.
Technically, I'm right. That he wasn't
was
the
his
first person.
second step on the moon, but was the angle where you couldn't see the tracks on the ground?
That's what I was thinking just
Did
now.
he like go out the back door and come around the backside?
Here's the thing, though. We have a place in Columbus called COSI. It's the Center of Science and Industry, and they have a big, huge moon landing like exhibit or whatever. And they have Neil Armstrong's spacesuit or whatever that he did the moonwalk on. It's all encased in glass and everything. And they got all these pictures, and they got all this, like, you know, they got a toilet, shows the toilet, what kind of toilet they used when up in there, all the space stuff from the original Apollo missions or whatever. They have the footprint of the first steps on the moon, the picture that they took of the footprints. The track on those footprints do not match the boots that are saying that those are the first boots on the moon in that uniform.
I told you. Dish gave me the moon boots that she used. And they had that style.
I pointed that out. As I was there, and I asked like the guy that was taking us through and walking us through, the tour guide or whatever. He's like, I don't know. He's like, that's a good question. I'm like, and everyone's like, yeah, those don't even match that picture, and that's supposed to be the boots. He's like, maybe they're not. Maybe it's not the uniform he wore when he was, you know, we just borrowed this from the Smithsonian or whatever. It's like, what?
Yeah, there's a lot of weird, shady stuff. But when you come up with something,
talk about weird, shady stuff, that shit's going on right now with you. You're not real. Anybody else see that shit with Stalker Steve? He's not real. He was like,
AI. Can you see my mask move?
I've seen his fucking eyelids go this way, people, not this way. He's a lizard.
He's a lizard.
Yeah, that's a new thing. People
Steve's woodworking is a lizard.
Hey, I'd be the hit. I'd be the new owner of the country.
Were you the guy on that airplane with that woman freaked out on?
It happened on a couple of different airplanes. Yeah,
Ohio.
People totally freaking out, saying they were sitting beside an alien.
Fuzz wants to know if they had a bottle of Tang in that collection.
Tang? Yeah, they sold that shit to us saying that's what they drank. You know they fuckers didn't drink that shit.
That was zombie juice. That was the worst tasting imitation orange juice I've ever had in my life. But with a good theory like that, especially that one with the bomb, they need to come up with, well, then how did they do it? You know what I'm saying?
Neil Armstrong boots.
But I was thinking they had the camera mounted in a big old lead box to protect everything except for the lens.
Exactly.
From the blast.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly how they did it.
If that would work.
You're YouTube creators. You know exactly how they did it, Steve. You're 100% right.
Well,
I mean,
back when I used to be a professional cameraman.
Look at this. Okay, here. Neil Armstrong suit, right? Let me get a good angle here. Get it. Okay, you see that boot?
Yeah, see, those aren't space boots. Those are like practice boots.
Those aren't space
Those are not space boots.
Space boots like this fucking wide.
Yeah, they got to have all the insulation.
Yeah.
And the pressure and all that shit. Those look like something they would wear in the pool when they're practicing.
No shit, when you're fucking practicing, or you're cleaning the pool, one or the other. It's all right. It's a fucking Baby Ruth. Oh.
Baby Ruth.
Oh, God.
Fucking shit in the pool.
Here's another picture of the same type of boot.
Spaces in a Hollywood basement.
Lower it.
Come on, lower it.
The back lot.
Lower it.
Are you sure that's
The space boots are fucking
damn it.
huge. Don't you remember
There we
the moon
go.
boots, the moon winter boots when you were a kid?
Right.
Yeah, those are
Those
like
are they're based off of. They're not joking with it. They call them moon boot for a reason. They look like Frankenstein boots.
well, they have to be like the best insulated boot
Yeah.
that you can find because it's fucking cold. It's
Now,
space.
here is the famous picture of the footprints on the moon.
Yeah, with the big cleats.
Hmm.
But you've seen them climbing down the landing craft with them big giant boots on, not those little dainty
Not
girly.
those little fucking fireman boots.
Neil Armstrong getting onto the moon.
Dish wouldn't even wear those boots.
That's right.
Neil Armstrong made history on July 20th, 1969, when he became the first man to set foot on the moon.
Oh, you know what they are if you look at this picture.
Liners.
They're like strap-on things.
Strap on.
So
off.
my conspiracy was just fucking
dumb.
Wasn't dumb.
It was just a good question. Yeah, see, that's the big fat boots.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay,
No, they're not
kids
boots.
move
They're not big fat boots. They're things that are like strapped onto his boots.
But either way, they're still fat and wide because that boot print's fat and wide.
But the CIA.
Really though, do you think something made out of fucking aluminum foil could fly to the moon? I don't think so.
Fly me to the moon.
Listen, not everything is a fucking conspiracy. Your head must be fucking. You're like that little fucking. It's like, you know the gerbil in the cage? The gerbil goes around and around and around. Your gerbil's out fucking having a butt, laughing his ass off at you because your cage is still fucking spinning.
Yeah, but we need.
Here's the flag. Look, it's got a stick in it to hold it up. If there was no gravity, you wouldn't need that fucking stick. See the stick going on top of the cross, the top.
There's also no wind. There's also no wind to make it flap.
But if you pulled it out and just let it go, it would stay there.
Well, maybe they put the stick there so it fucking stays like that and they can see the fucking flag. They don't have to have one guy hold the fucking thing up.
Now, Mike.
I gotta go have a smoke. He's killing
You get a little out of control, Mike.
Because of people like you, people get afraid to ask questions. You?
Mike as a teacher. Listen, kid.
Everybody do it.
Listen, fucker.
That's how I like
the first kid that questioned the fucking government's official story, Mike would go off on him, be like, "If it was your fucking town, you would let the cops come in and look at him and look for the damn shooter, the bomber."
Listen, if they brought up the
Sound a
Kennedy
little bit like Alex
assassination, I'd be
Jones
right
right
with
there,
them.
bro.
Right? If they brought up the Kennedy assassination, I'd be right with them. You know, or if they brought up something, you know, I have no problem with.
Hey,
But
before
goddamn
Buzz Aldrin died, he said that was fake. You know that, right?
Oh,
I
here we
heard
go.
that. Haven't seen it with my own eyes yet.
I was there. I know.
Well, I know.
Me and Alex Jones was sitting in the front row when he said it.
No. Another guy take my news straight out of the fucking press photos, Alex Jones.
Bro, listen to me. Listen close.
87% true.
87 to 95% true. Everything Alex Jones has ever come up with. Proved. All proved.
Yep.
And the stuff that's going to happen. And do you know Alex Jones's history? How he grew up? Shit?
What's the Grove, Stevie? What's the Grove place? Something Grove, where all the elites go.
Yeah,
the men's club.
Bohemian
Grove.
The Bohemian Grove, yeah. And then the Bilderbergs. All that shit turned out all to be true. The only thing that he can't prove is the fucking Sandy Hook thing, and it's killing him because he got sued over it.
Oh, by the way, I found that number. It was like $2.7 trillion fucking dollars they sued him for.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
But you know what, Mikey? Take time, look up. I know you're big on the Sandy Hook. You don't want to. I understand kids died and all that stuff. But try to explain to me why the FBI crime stats don't have their murders listed on the stats. Why?
I don't know.
I know. Why not? And that's the kind of stuff that makes people go, it was fake. You know, if they would just put the numbers on there and you can go, hey, these kids were murdered, these teachers were murdered, it's part of the crime stats. But apparently that year in that town, there were no murders. It's just ridiculous.
Right on, Fuzz Fork. A lot of that stuff has been proven true also with population control. And now they got video of Big Shot saying it.
You guys know Georgia
way
guys
back, the mother of abortion way back when is on video on an interview saying it about population control.
Margaret Sanger?
We can use abortion to control the black population.
Yeah, she was one of the biggest racists there was that Margaret Sanger. The head of the she started Planned Parenthood or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
the Georgia Guidestones, those were there for a reason. These people long ago have been planning these things for generations.
Have you ever seen a bombing in modern age where there was an investigation and they had a fucking bulldozer out there that day or the very next day bulldozing it away without an investigation on anything? Except for 9/11. That shit got cleaned up pretty goddamn quick too. And oh, look, a perfect driver's license laying right there in the ashes of one of the people flying the plane. It's like Mike froze.
What? No, I'm not froze. Because here we go again with this fucking.
It's not again. It's true.
So you're telling me that the guy that spoke to his wife and said they were. Oh, never mind.
I'm telling you, our government set the whole fucking thing up. That's all I'm saying. They hired people to do it. They killed them all in the planes and then flew them into the buildings.
I don't believe for a half a second that every person on that plane was dead before it hit that building. I don't believe for a half a second.
In the planes?
No, I believe that there was obviously people on the airplane, but I don't think that did you just say they were killed before the fucking plane hit the building?
The people in the airplane were gassed.
No.
And then the government flew the plane.
And I'm going to tell you why I don't believe it. I'm going to tell you why I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And I also don't believe that because of the one in Pennsylvania there. When because they have proof with the fucking black box that the passengers try to take the fucking plane over,
and also they have voice recordings talking about the gas coming out of the little sprayers.
Is it gas or is it what do you call it?
All they got to do is put them to sleep. And it was the thing I haven't dug deep enough to find the proof is. They're saying it was actually shot down like it should have been by an F-16. is why it technically crashed.
Hey, Mikey, I want you to listen to this. This is Bill Gates.
Michael's going to have a smoke. What?
Hang on.
What's Bill Gates?
You got 20 seconds.
Go ahead.
And see how we can get this down to zero. Probably one of these numbers is going to have to get pretty near to zero. That's high school algebra. But let's take a look. First, we've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
Lowering population using vaccines. The fuck does that mean, Bill Gates?
Why would those two words be in the same sentence?
Same sentence, right?
You know, Bill Gates, the one buying up all the farmland in America.
Right. The one pushing the vaccines and the one, yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right. Just
The rich and powerful will have all the toys and all the food and all the goodies, and we're going to end up having to scrape and scrap around here to get a morsel.
Yep. Eat the bugs. We'll leave you the bugs and the whole. Here's something I listened to today about, and it's a pretty good idea. Something to go off of to research. A guy mentioned the whole reason behind all this climate control bullshit is so me and you cut our emissions down so the filthy rich can pretty much do what they want, you know, with their jets and their helicopters and whatever else. And the fuel, you know, we'll quit using it so they can have more is what it's all about. So I got to get into that.
They're talking about going electric cars and all this shit. And this week alone, with the high temperatures, they're telling everyone to not use your air conditioner. The electric grid can't handle it. And you want everyone to go to electric cars? Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Yeah, you gotta burn something to produce electricity, because we all know that the windmills are short-lived and they're not producing.
Yeah.
I just drove by a bunch of them on the way to the homestead, and they weren't even spinning.
They're never spinning.
Yeah.
Right.
And solar is, they say solar, the reflection from big solar farms, the reflection is so hot and powerful, if like a buzzard flies over and gets caught in that reflection, it will literally explode and be like cooked instantly. Not right over, way up in the air over it.
Wow.
And, you know,
but they don't produce consistent.
I'm kind of a fan of the solar stuff, like for individuals.
Individuals, yeah, it works
Yeah.
fine.
But you know what? They're pushing solar. The government's pushing solar and wind so much for big, huge industries and stuff to do it, whatever. But why do they have an issue if I want solar panels and I don't want to be on their grid for the electric?
Right.
Why is that? Why can't I be self-sufficient? They will not allow you to be self-sufficient and live in a suburb or a city. You have to be connected to their electric, their sewer, their water. You know,
Well, back
you can't.
in the day, they would buy your excess electricity back from you, and
Yeah, you could sell it back.
Make money. Now it's illegal.
Now you're penalized.
It's illegal. It's so they can turn you off. Click.
Click.
That's why they don't want us to have propane stoves and stuff. So they can walk out and go, click. You have nothing to cook with, no heat. You're fucked.
What's this? Silly
Roseanne?
Americans. Silly Americans' laws are for poor people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roseanne. Oh, speaking of which, I found Roseanne's YouTube channel, and she is doing podcasts now.
She was on Tim Pool the other day. It was great.
And she is very mellow and interesting now. Go watch her. It's Roseanne Barr, all caps. 2 words.
She became woke. When I mean woke, I mean she woke up from the liberal.
Yeah,
crap.
they even stole the word woke. Back in the old days, when somebody was woke, they caught on to what was going on. The BS. And it's all about the rich and famous. They want it. We have it. Now they got their cheap slave labor more than any time in America, even when we had official slaves, everybody coming across the border is working for peanuts. That's the new slave labor.
But I got something to add to that though, Steve. When these folks sneak over here, they have their own parallel economy. They get paid cash and their families get welfare. So they're not as poor as, they're much better off than most of us.
Right. Well, on welfare, they keep you to the point where you can exist. You cannot flourish. You can't buy that extra car to help mom go to work too, to become a, 2-income family.
Well, no, but on welfare, you don't have to work. You can sit home.
Just enough money where you can have that old raggedy used car, but not, get a good, reliable car so you can get a job.
Yeah, because, the people on welfare really don't want to work, dude. I'm sorry. There's people that do need it, and it does benefit a lot of people. I understand that. But there are a lot of people that are on it just because they won't fucking work.
Yeah, but as an entirety, as a package, these people come up and they send money home, have their own stores. That's what I talk about, parallel economy. You go to Grand Rapids, there's a couple of them I can show you. And, they have the welfare system to depend on too. They're doing pretty good when they come up here. You just got to have somebody who's legitimate, as far as a contractor,
Listen
and
to
everybody else. So,
listen to Sticky Steve all chiming in and shit all the time.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Struck a nerve, did we? Struck a nerve.
No, it's just it's dumb as hell. The whole damn thing. It's a whole big fucking circus, and I'm tired of it.
But if you pay attention,
starting to really hurt my brain to know
people that are on welfare grew up on welfare, and their mom had welfare, and their mom before them had welfare, and then it's like a system that they get on, and it's just no other. You know what I mean? There's people that break the cycle that say, I don't want to live like this. I want to do something for myself. And they go out and they do something for themselves. But then there's people who are just, I'm fine with this. This is how I'm going to live.
Well, we have neighbors that way.
If you're a child growing up in a welfare family, that's what you know. And there's a way to manipulate the system where you can be a little bit above average, but not enough to really flourish. And the thing is, again, with the power stroke, they can shut you off with a click of a button. Done.
Hey, I'm not trying to dig in on anybody or anything like that. I like government cheese just as much as the next guy. You know what I'm saying?
We can tell.
Yeah,
well,
they make the best grilled cheese sandwiches for sure. But
no, it's the government, and it was all a government program to keep their thumb on people. Just like the original gun control was the thumb on certain people who just got their freedom.
Yeah.
They couldn't retaliate.
Yeah, it's and I really think it is a problem with what's happened to the nuclear family. If the dad is not in the picture, the mother gets more money. If you have more kids, you get more money. And
they encourage the father to stay out of the home.
Listen,
they would get cut off if he got caught living with them.
I worked for a county agency.
There's a burn one, Mike. Open up.
Thank you.
I worked for a county agency, and when my wife was pregnant, she had complications, and her FMLA time or whatever, sick time, they were able to save her job and her position, but she ran out of pay, that she had to be off work because she had complications with the pregnancy and the birth.
Right on.
Well, someone's like, you guys should go get like some WIC or whatever, and they help, with some groceries and stuff like that. So we go to another county agency, and I made $1 $2.80 too much to qualify, right? And the lady who works for a county agency looks at another county employee and says, you know, if you would happen to leave, we don't check on that. And then she would qualify on her own.
Bada boom, bada bing.
And I said, so you're telling me to commit fraud?
Wow.
I would.
She's like, I'm just saying we don't check on those kind of things.
It's everywhere. It's insurance companies.
But that's
listen
what
to
the problem
me.
is, Mikey.
It's every single solitary aspect does that. Okay, cops do it, firemen do it, insurance agencies do it. Every fucking place does it. Every form of anything does it. Whether it's the county, city, it doesn't really matter. They all do it. All of them. They all do it. Every fucking one of them. Insurance. I had a guy breaking my house. My ex-girlfriend's boyfriend broke in the house. Tore the fucking place apart. Put holes in the wall. Destroyed the fucking place. Okay? Insurance guy comes in. How long did it take you to do? How long did it take you to clean up and everything? I said, I don't know. Because, the first lady come out and she did all the pictures and everything. And then the other guy come out and, had all the questions for the.
Yeah. Your time is worth money.
Took us a fucking day. He's all with the sheetrock and everything. I go, yeah, it took a fucking day. I said, I didn't put full sheetrock in. I just fucking went stud to stud, cut a hole, boom, 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 little paint, done. Did it in a day. So he's like 8 hours? I said, yeah, 8 hours. He put down 25 hours for both of us. 50 hours. 50 hours.
Yeah.
They all do it. Every fucking one of them do it. There isn't one walk of fucking life that's not fucking honest. I'm sorry to tell you this. They're not.
And they're
not.
They would love to get their little pinch out of it.
They're not. Firemen, police. I'm telling you, nurses, doctors. I'm telling you, they all, every fucking form of it. You can find anybody. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't.
I went to get I think a car transferred when I lived in New Orleans. The lady, she looks at the paper and she goes, "Oh, you forgot to have the guy sign it."
Right.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I signed
I
signed a title at the registry to register a vehicle on because the guy didn't sign the fucking title the right way. Stevie just did exactly what the fucking woman at the fucking thing did. She went, well, hang on a minute. She slid me now there's no window or nothing. It was just, we were face to face. It was like being at the bank, except there was no window. You know what I mean? There's no plexiglass or anything, right? And she went and put the pen on top of it. And I went, she turned around. Here's your money. Out the fucking door I went.
Okay. I understand, Mike, and I know what you're saying.
But it happens everywhere, every walk of everything.
My thing is the fucking balls to say something like that. If you were a county employee, would you tell another county employee who works for an agency that wears a little star on their fucking shirt to fucking commit fraud against the county?
Listen, I told you. My sister was.
I wouldn't have those balls. I didn't have the balls to say, okay, let's do it, because I knew that shit would come back and bite my ass.
I told you, my sister was a single mom. Okay, signed up for welfare and all that. Okay.
Our Boyd, what's up?
Put herself through
school.
Our Boyd? Put herself through school. Got herself a job. Did everything she did. Okay. Called the welfare officer. Hey, listen, thanks for your help. Blah, 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 blah. I'm all set. They said, okay, cool. Thank you. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Following month, she got a check from welfare. So she calls the welfare office and she says, hey, listen, she says, I stopped, I got a job. I called them last month and told them I got a job. I'm all set. Blah, 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 blah. They're like, okay, don't worry about it then. Just cash it and you won't get another one. She got checks for the next 5 months. And she's like, well, what do I do? He says, well, if you want to cash them, cash them. If you don't want to cash them, fucking rip them up. It's everywhere, bro. It's fucking.
I know it is, Mikey, but my point of the story was just having the balls to to even bring that idea up and then just tell you, hey, we don't check on that type of thing.
You
If
know what
you
it is?
want to commit fraud against your
You
employer.
know what it is? It's white crime mafia-ism. It really is. If you think about it, right?
Please say you meant to say white collar crime.
What's what I just said?
No, you said white crime.
Oh, sorry. White
Yeah,
collar
white
crime.
collar crime.
Mafia-ism at its best. I'm telling you.
You have Jason Aldean writing a fucking song about you in a heartbeat here, dude.
But it is though, right? Because the mafia always turned its, well, I can rob this guy because he did this to me, and they can
justify it.
They can justify anything, right?
Well,
It's
it justifies
not even being funny.
very little skinny.
The mafia would justify. They could justify anything. Okay, and if you think about it, people just don't worry about it. Listen, you earned it. Don't worry about it. Here you go.
Well,
the lady at the register with me. Hey, listen, you stood in all this. You just stood in this line. You're not going to want to stand it. You're not going to want to leave here, drive home, have the guy sign it, drive back, stand in the line for another an hour and a half, and then have to wait. It's the same. It's the exact same fucking thing.
Could you take it as far as, they could have a couple people they know come in to sign up for welfare, and they help them get a little extra couple $100 a month. Next thing you know, a $20 bill shows up under their wiper out in the parking lot.
Here's the thing, though, right? So I had a cousin whose job it was to go to people's homes that were on welfare. They actually went to his home to make sure things are all on the
investigator and stuff or whatever, make sure they're on the up and up. Yeah.
So what happens is the neighbor calls up and says,
if you
the neighbor
do it
would call
right.
up and say, she's on welfare, her rent's being 3/4 paid, right, or fully paid, depending upon how everything's working out, right? But either way, it's being paid, right? So she's got, the food stamp, the whole kit and caboodle. Why is her husband?
But she's running the cash under the table fucking daycare at her apartment.
Right. And why is her husband living there too? Who works 50 hours a week?
Yeah.
Okay, so when the neighbor says, "Hey, this ain't right," and they call, my cousin would go. My cousin would go and investigate. He'd go take. He wouldn't even ask for us. He'd start taking pictures. Who's this guy? And then she'd say, "Who's? Oh, that's my husband." Well, how come your husband? He stays here all the time. Look at all these. Okay, and then they get him that way. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
it's funny when a lot of those people, inspectors and stuff, do their job correctly. Somehow or another, they always get fired
or something.
I knew
it's like
he went to college half his fucking life to be this environmental guru. He ended up working for the state, checking businesses and shit, make sure they weren't dumping battery acid in the river and stuff like that. And when he started really doing his job, they harassed him till they fired him. They even hooked him up. They used to have partners. And they hooked him up with a guy with Tourette's.
Oh,
so
Lord.
he would walk into a business, the guy's like, fuck you. And he'd have to leave and shit because he was getting embarrassed.
I got one for you now, Stevie. I had a guy call me the other day and go, "Hey, what's the law on selling cars on your own property?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I just had a building department inspector tell me that I wasn't allowed to sell my car in my own yard or whatever, and that they were going to ticket for me if I didn't move it." I said, "Well, I have to look that up for you." So I started looking things up because that's not something that comes through my, my filing desk and everything on a daily basis. So I go to our local ordinances and go under the building ordinances. And they have an ordinance that you can only sell 2 cars per year. And it cannot be in your yard. It has to be in your driveway with the for sale sign on it, at least 20 feet from the road. I don't know why. That sounds just fucking stupid. Why I can't put a car in my own yard, but that's the ordinance, the law that they passed and everything for that city. This is a city ordinance, not a state thing. So I call the guy back and I explained to him. He goes, okay. He goes, I can accept that. He's like, because this is probably like the third car that I've tried to sell. Now, he does have like a junk garage with a bunch of junk cars. His house is ran down. It doesn't look like the typical house in this neighborhood. You know what I mean?
Wink, wink.
So I called the building guy to try to figure out why this guy keeps calling, because he called me over and over, like asking me all these questions. And I'm like, you need to fill me in on what's going on. And the building guy, I have him on speakerphone, and my sergeant was sitting right next to me because he was trying to figure out the whole thing too. I got him on speakerphone, and the guy goes, "Are you talking about the guy over on, such and such road?" And I'm like, "Yes." He's like, "Yeah, I know the case. I know what you're talking about." He goes, "When I first started a few months ago, the boss, whatever his name was, we'll just say Gary. He said, when Gary gave me the case, he told me to make sure that I keep him in court a lot and keep him, be up his ass to make sure that he's compliant with all of our ordinances."
Wow.
And I'm like, now that kind of sounds like harassment to me. Make sure you keep him in court a lot.
Yeah, no shit.
And my sergeant was like, okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So we hang up the phone, and the sergeant goes, "So what's that law again, the ordinance?" And I showed it to him. He goes, "Okay." That day, that sergeant went and wrote like 13 fucking tickets throughout the city for that ordinance. And all the rich, nice neighborhoods, people had their cars in their yard selling them and stuff.
Good for him.
Yes, I was like, that's fucking badass, dude. He was like, "Hey, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
I want to grow up and be just like you.
I want to be just like you when I grow up." But you know what, man? I can honestly say the place where I work now is probably, it's got the best group of guys. They're not looking, if they pull you over for something that you did wrong and you get a ticket for that, that's what you get a ticket for. You don't get fucking a ticket for no turn on red and a fucking license plate and a turn signal and all kinds of other bullshit. You get fucking one citation,
Red flag if you have an attitude and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, and we don't, I'll tell you what, I've had one complaint since I've been there where someone comes and want to complain about an officer. And that just happened not too long ago. And his case, the officer, I got to say the officer was probably in the wrong. Younger guy didn't realize he was in the wrong, thought he was doing the right thing. It went to court. It got fucking thrown out. The officer got his PP spanked by the judge a little bit, and the officer learned a lesson.
I might not speed much in Ohio, but when I do, it's definitely in his town.
like the Mass State Trooper that wrote me out a ticket, $200 fucking ticket for riding in the driving in the breakdown lane. And I said to him, I go, why am I getting a ticket for driving in the breakdown lane? He said, "Well, you're not supposed to." I said, "What time is it?" He goes, 2:45. I said, "I still got 15 minutes, dude." "No, you don't." He said, "That's only Monday through Friday." I said, "And today is?" He goes, "Monday, but it's a holiday." I goes, "That sign doesn't read except for holidays." He goes, "You're getting a ticket." I says, oh, okay. He wrote me the ticket.
Got thrown out.
Oh, didn't even go that far. I went up to the next exit. I turned around, and he was behind me still. Turned around, took the next exit, went up to the fucking state police barracks, walked right through the fucking front door. He came around back. And I walked through the front door. He walked through the back door. And I says, "I don't know how, I'm not familiar with the state, but is there the equivalent to whoever's in charge in this building right now? Can I speak to him or her?" And like, "Yeah, give me a minute." I bring this guy downstairs. I said, "You are the top dog in this building right now?" He said, "Yeah, it's good. I got a problem." He goes, "What?" I goes, "I had a state trooper right here behind me that wrote me a ticket for being in a breakdown lane." He goes, "When?" I go, 10 minutes ago. He goes, "You got the ticket?" I went,
"Damn it."
It's a good story, too.
No.
What's
Say
the matter?
that last- Say
You
that
missed
last
McConnell.
part, robot.
What happened?
You froze it.
You
got-
froze it right here.
Oh, so
So
The
the
guy
music.
right behind me.
I went back to the state police barracks, asked for the head honcho, and he said, "What's up?" And I says, "Well," I says, "I just got a ticket for riding in the breakdown lane, $200 ticket for riding in the breakdown lane." And he said, "When?" I says, 10 minutes ago.
Oh boy.
He says, give me the ticket." I gave him the ticket. He says, "Have a great day." I says, "You too, thank you." And I walked out the front door again. Never even went to court. You know.
What Mikey doesn't know is a warrant for not paying that ticket right now for him.
No, there ain't. No, there ain't. I just
it's.
I tried to be nice. I tried to explain it to him. I says, we can go back and walk back and look at that fucking. You can back up with your lights on. Nobody's gonna bother you. You can walk back. That sign does not read, except for holidays. That sign reads. That sign reads. Breakdown lane in use, Monday through Friday, from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. and from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's what that sign reads.
Well, we get a lot of the First Amendment auditor people that come in with their cameras. I'm surprised you haven't seen me on YouTube, to be honest with you, but I know what they're doing, and I just do whatever. I just handle my business. I don't be like, stop filming me or whatever, because they have the right to, right? We had a guy that started walking around our building, and one of the officers was like, "Where's he going?" I said, "I don't know. It looks like he's walking around the back of the building." He's like, "You're not allowed back there." And I was like, "Why not?" He's like, "There's signs up." And I'm like, "The sign says police parking. It doesn't say authorized personnel only or police employees only. It just says police parking. It doesn't say keep out. It doesn't say anything." And he was like, "Well, they're not allowed back there." I'm like, "Then you need to buy a sign that says no one's about back there."
Give me a second, Ohio.
Yo.
SD Mountain Man, welcome to the chat. Hang out for a while. Go ahead, bro.
But he was like, "Really? What's the sign say?" I said, "It just says like police cruiser parking. It doesn't say police cruiser parking only. It doesn't say anything about any unauthorized personnel or anything like that." And he's like, "Well, I'm gonna go check." And he comes back and he walks back and he's like, "Yeah, you're right." And I was like, "What's he doing back there?" He's like, "He's just filming the cruisers or whatever and just filming like the building." I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, if you would have confronted him, you would have been on YouTube and he would have made you look like a dick.
Right.
Just
we got a couple
bag
of them here.
Yeah, a whole bag of dicks.
We got a couple of them here in Lowell, and the police department got smart. So what they did is they got the main police department in Lowell, in the city of Lowell, we call it the main office. But then they have little branches throughout the whole city, right?
Substations.
Well, the substations, right? So they'll rent out. Oh, well, I don't know how they do it, but like storefronts. You know what I mean? Just there's no jails in there or nothing. They just
places where they go and write their reports or whatever. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm going up the road one day, and giant, beautiful glass picture window, the whole nine. They're in there. You can see them sitting at their desk doing whatever. And 3 days later, those fucking blinds that you can't see through, the big tall one. The blinds, because those people that put that guys they're working through the window.
Did I just go deaf?
I did.
Yeah, I did too.
God, please help me.
Your camera's got a booger in it, or your webcam mic is like clogged up or something.
It's one of them trackers you put in that fat wood. That's what's going on. It's interrupting the signal.
Is that better?
Yay!
But they put blinds. They're like this wide and they're tall. They go from the ceiling to the floor. Yeah. They put those in there. Now take your pictures. And I fucking laughed. I start laughing my ass off. And,
Yeah, like
one day I met one of them, and we were at the corner store across the street. I was getting a pack of butts, and I said to him, "I love the blinds," and he just looked at me. And I go, I know. I says, I watch YouTube, so trust me, I know why they're on there. I said, I don't care. I'm just, making a fun.
Yeah, our main window, like from the lobby or whatever, you can only see straight in. You can't, because it's our duty to keep any computer, any files, anything like that out of the site. If we want to be, saying you can't have
private.
access to it, it's our duty too. So when you look into, I come to the window, all you can see is a fucking side of a filing cabinet and a cookie jar and a calendar. That's about it.
Some old hunk of pizza stuck to the wall.
You come to Dracut Police Department. You walk in to ask any question, whatever you need. You need application for firearm, like whatever you might need, or whatever question you might have. You walk in the foyer, it's all lit up. You talk to the cop behind the glass. He works in darkness. You know what lights are lit? You know what?
Stevie knows I sit in the dark, don't I, Steve?
Yeah. Well, you know what lights are lit? From the computer. That's it.
Yeah.
So
I can't answer that question, bro, because you asked me not to tell people that you like to sit in the dark in your underwear.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what sucks working like night shift is like when someone does come to the window, I got to put pants on before I walk over there. Or I got the one window. I never shut the blinds when I'm there because I like to be able to see if somebody walks by or whatever.
Right.
So Steve's like talking to me one night, and he could see behind me in the windows, and there's like some pine trees like up on the grassy knoll. He's like, "Aren't you afraid there's a sniper up in the pine trees on that grassy knoll? Like, gonna have a red dot on the back of your head while you're talking to me one night."
But it's amazing how many
great place for glass windows, right in the main office of a police station.
It's amazing how many of those. It's amazing.
He's like, I never thought of it, but now that I'm kind of paranoid.
Now that you bring it up,
yeah,
it's amazing how many of those amendment guys when they get in trouble or whatever, and they whatever police department it is, right, or sheriff's office or whatever.
Yeah.
It's amazing the money they get when they sue them.
Oh yeah, because you're suing the city.
Oh, $100,000 for an argument.
For stupid shit like not giving them a piece of paper that they have every right to,
And he gets arrested, so he'll get arrested. If you don't leave here, you're gonna get arrested. Well, you can't arrest me because blah, 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 blah. And so he winds up with this person will wind up getting arrested. And it's mainly guys, by the way. I'm not being
and a lot of them.
And
a lot of them are out to do that on purpose. They're out to get arrested. They're out to do a lawsuit.
And
those guys drive me nuts. The ones that are legit, that actually make sure people get arrested correctly or get read their rights and stuff like that.
Or they explain stuff to the cops to educate them.
Those guys I kind of like.
Especially the post office. When they're in the post office and the post office employees go nuts and they walk them over and be like, "This is poster 7. These are the rules." And it says right on there that you're allowed to fucking video inside that, And the regular police for that city don't have jurisdiction inside that building because it's a federal.
It's a federal building.
They
don't have
building,
any,
yeah.
Right.
So and they do that, but
that's why they have postal police, by the way.
Yeah, who don't do nothing.
For nothing. My father.
No, Gear's here. Time to leave. Time to shut her down. Gear's here.
My brother's former father-in-law was a postal inspector. If you want to talk about a cushy job.
My brother's former father-in-law. Wouldn't that be you?
No, my brother's former father-in-law. I don't live in the South.
My brother's wife's dad.
Yeah. But
that's how we say it. My brother's ex-wife's dad.
You're also your own grandpa, Steve, so I don't know what you're talking about.
True that.
But so here's my thing. I don't mind when those guys do all that stuff. Here's what I mind. I mind when you legit break that 18-inch fucking barrier that you got to stay away from my personal body.
Yeah.
And so there's a kid up here. It's called Mass Accountability. And he goes around everywhere on his bike. I don't know why he doesn't drive. Probably because he doesn't have a license.
Because he got 13 DUIs and he hates cops.
Probably.
That's why.
Yeah.
But he goes around and he's from Salem, Mass. And he did actually get a captain in the Salem Police Department. He got him fucking demoted down to a patrolman. But anyway, he was. I actually saw him doing a video, and he was fucking 4 inches out of this fucking cop's face with the camera. And I'm shaking my head. I'm saying to myself, this guy's caught between a hard place and a rock, because
if it was you, you would already kicked his ass and got the city a fucking $1 million lawsuit, right?
Probably, because I'm going to tell you something. The amendment guy has the right to do all this stuff. He's on a public walkway. I get it. I'm with you. You're on a public walkway. I don't have an issue with it.
That also doesn't give you the right to
Here's
stand
where my
up the
issue
way.
is. It's like I asked my cousin one day. I go, everybody thought it was funny about the union guys are all on strike and da 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 da. I said, but they're causing traffic problems. I says, and he's like, well, what do you mean? I says, they keep walking back and forth. I go, but here's where I found out what they were doing and how they were getting away with it. So what they were doing was there was a crosswalk that entered into this industrial park, and what they were doing was they were walking across the driveway, not allowing traffic to come by, and they can do that because it's a crosswalk.
As long as the light was green on this way, they could walk with the light. Yeah.
So, and they would
But
cause.
the thing is, you also can't loiter though.
So
SD Mountain Man says when he worked at the jail, a cop brought in a guy trying to sell grass clippings as pot to a detective with a police belt on. Dumbass.
But I don't, and I get it. I don't have an issue with it. But I'm going to tell you something. You break that 18-inch or whatever, how many inches it's too close to my person.
Somebody's getting punched.
You know, I try to
if you
explain
have a
this shit to
shower
my
in a
wife.
few days, that 18 inches goes a good 3 feet for me.
I try to explain this to my wife. I go, babe. I says, babe, when you're on the sidewalk, people can do whatever they want. They can take pictures. She says, that's not right. I goes, what morals have nothing to do with it. The law says you can. This same kid from the Mass Accountability, he did a thing up at the college, University of Mass in Lowell, and that's where they were having the vaccine testing done when COVID hit.
Yeah.
And he tried to get down there with the camera.
Hey, Ohio Gunpowder Beauty says she's still waiting for you to slap the cuffs on her. What?
And they wouldn't let him. They wouldn't let him film, right?
Girl, I don't judge. I encourage.
And so
I don't even know if I want to believe you that, because I don't have the chat up, so I don't.
Yeah, she said it.
And she said, "Son of a bitch, where are my cups?"
Don't forget the cowboy hat.
Fucking, I'll be like Longmire and shit.
No judgment here.
Which hat do
Long as you ain't hurting somebody bad.
Beauty, which
You
hat?
hurt them a little, but not bad.
I don't know if you can see that or not. See that, Stevie?
Oh yeah.
Is that an anal probe?
No, it's a muzzle brake.
Because you can't say what it is really on YouTube.
It looks like a muzzle brake.
Flash hider.
I can't really see it, to be honest with you.
What is
Yeah.
Early Vietnam era.
Oh yeah,
Actually, no. It's for 308.
Oh, is it?
Well, they had 308s there too.
It looks like it came right off an M16.
It's Franklin Armory.
Cool.
So, you know what I don't have? I don't have a 308.
They tried to get me. I used to, but
me neither.
Actually, I still do, but it's ain't got no threads on the end of it.
Right.
Couldn't pay me enough.
Oh, wait a minute, does it? I have to look at that. It might. It's a military rifle.
You better go check it right now.
put an American flash hider on a British rifle, something might go haywire. Actually, it's an Indian rifle.
Is it Ishapoo or
It's a pure. It's
yeah.
a pure. Yep. It's
So
in
is
three.
it? Is it a like a SMLE Mark II or something like that, or Mark IV or Mark III or something like that, but made in India and is chambered in 308?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's purposely built for 308.
308, yeah.
It's not a redo.
Because it's easier to find than 303.
Yeah. Well, it's just the bullets they had, so they built their own.
Well, that's what I'm saying with India or whatever.
Gotta be some history with that firearm, then.
Right. I wanted one bad, but I couldn't find a 303 in decent shape. They were all like ragged. And this one here was in great shape. I said, good enough.
See, that's one of my that's probably one of my main fucking regrets. No regrets, man. Right there it is. No regrets. Don't give me a no regrets tattoo on.
No regrets.
No regrets. Yeah, no regrets. I bought that SMLE for $99.
Wow.
And I traded it for an AR. I traded that and like fucking 6 boxes or 6 like bricks of 22 for that AR. And then now looking back, I'm like, at the time it was a great trade, but now have you priced in fucking British Enfields?
Fucking crazy.
Moses are like $600 to $900 now.
Ohio. Gerald B said his 308 is a Remington 742 police.
Cool.
No, 740. What does that say? 742 semi-auto. Sorry, I read the wrong word from the next one down.
Wait, is that?
How is that? How is that?
Is that the ones that kind of look like an 1100 shotgun? But
well, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
What is it? A 7 what?
His 308 is a Remington 742 semi-auto.
Remington 742 rifle.
According to Wikipedia, the Remington Model 742, also known as the Woodsmaster, is a semi-automatic rifle that was
chambered 308.
Yeah, they kind of look like a 1100 shotgun a little bit. See?
Oh yeah.
I have a buddy that has one, and I think his is like 30-06 or something.
Yep.
And he bought.
They were pretty popular.
He bought the Black Hawk tactical fucking pistol grip adjustable stuff for 1100 shotgun, and it fit it perfect.
Cool.
So he's got fucking tactical 30-06 with like a 5-round magazine in the bottom of it, and it's like, I was like, that's pretty cool. I mean, something like that. I'd leave probably original, like, you know. Well, I have a lot of uncles and shit that live down in West Virginia. They all had those fucking Remingtons, you know, for deer hunting and shit.
Oh
yeah. Mountain Man Buddy ordered a custom plate for his bike. It came in spelled "Ho regrets."
Oh, regrets.
That would just, that's like getting a bad tattoo.
Right.
That's my credo. Have you seen that movie, We're the Millers?
Yeah.
Where he's like, that's my credo. He's like, no regrets, and it's spelled regrets. And he's like, not one regret. Not one. Nope. No, sir. Not one regret. Okay. Good to know. Who the fuck was that? Somebody got a tattoo one time, and it was backwards, you know, because they did like.
I want to see it in the mirror.
Well, it's like when they designed it like in a mirror, how they wanted it or whatever, and then they put it, you know, they put the paper or whatever on the, like, with the purple ink or whatever, and they rub it on and they do the outline. Well, it was backwards the whole time. So when they got it, it looked right in the mirror, but then when you looked at it straight on, you're like, backwards. So they had it covered up. I was so worried. I'd be so worried if I got a tattoo with letters or words on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially on your back or something where you can't see it.
Yeah.
You think you're getting like this badass tattoo of your name on your back, and then you go to show somebody, and you're like, check this out, and it was just like I love anal or something on it.
Instead of your girlfriend, Angel.
Yeah.
Dude, what's it say?
Yeah, no, that's one thing I'll never do. The only girls' names that ever go on my tattooed body would be my daughter's or my mother's.
Or how about one of them, you get your kid's face tattooed on there and it looks like a little monster.
I see one on Facebook where a guy had it said like Angela and it had a cross through it, and it was like Marie and it had a cross through it, and it like had a whole list of women's names and they each had like an X through them.
Yep. I always thought that was a pretty cool tattoo.
I want to get a tattoo of Buddha on my belly and use my belly button as his belly button and have just like a Buddha. That or a full body Mike Tyson tattoo.
No. I want to see you with a bikini tattoo.
Bikini?
You know, so Lisa, you always bring up how you want to see me. So I'm starting to think you have a little something. You know how they say there's always a little truth in a lie. There's just a little something there that I think
road trip
might just get you in trouble if I did come to Michigan. You know what I'm saying?
The one with the infatuation, always using your sexy pics to get views.
That's right.
Or get somebody shot.
It's true.
See, she said it. It's true. He admitted to it.
I'll tell you one thing. He's a damn good hugger, Shalisa. And he smells good.
I'm a good hugger and I smell good.
Smell like a rat.
Smell like a rat. I don't smell like a rat, damn it.
Where's your rat, damn it?
It's downstairs.
Right outside his.
Actually, I took the big. I took the big one and stuck it underneath like her computer desk. So I've been waiting for the scream, and I haven't heard it yet. So. I kept hinting though. I was like, you know what? We should get a cat. And she's like, why do we need a cat? And I'm like, I think I seen a rat earlier today. And she's like, you didn't see a rat in this house. I'm like, I think it was. I don't know. And it's right by her foot, and she hasn't seen it yet. It's been there all day.
Dude, good setup.
Night, Boyd.
We don't need the good night,
Boyd.
Good night.
Good night, Boyd.
We don't need the rat anymore because we got a cat. Before the rat went to you, he guarded the back door, and I never had a mice follow me in the door after that. It was like a scarecrow.
Oh, there you go.
I've seen a rat follow me in the house, and I put that rat there at the door to keep him away from the door, and it's worked.
Huh? Good idea.
You see that
survival
SD's
rat, protector rat.
You see SD's
You
office
should
staff?
buy him a little AR so he can strap it on.
SD's office staff wanted him to go on Naked and Afraid.
See, I came up with that idea a long time ago before they even had that show. I would get naked and people would be afraid, you know?
So
That's
they
true.
took that and put a spin on it.
That's true. You didn't lie there.
You know what would happen if they contacted me and I agreed to go on that and I went out and got naked? As soon as I turned the corner and seen my partner
Bring
would
another
be
cameraman?
no, it would be like it would be Kayla Cummings or whatever, that girl that's been on there several times that makes the knives on YouTube and shit. And then I'm like infatuated with, and I would just be like, oh, this is gonna suck because I'd be like this the whole time, covering my junk up as I'm walking around.
I like the guy. I like the guy that was with the girl. He's been on a couple
Mr.
of times.
Ohio, you need to breathe or you're going to pass out.
I'm telling you,
He's been on
oh,
2 or
it's
3
cold.
times.
We need to snuggle to keep the because it's raining and cold. What is that?
You know the
it's a stick.
You know the gay girl that was on there, and she's on with the straight guy, but they were sleeping on top of each other, and she said, "Oh, the wife's gonna have a heart attack," and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And he wound up having to wash her hair because she cut her hand. And
Yeah,
point to the story. The point to the story is
because he was on there like 2 or 3 times. He was he's like the ladies guy on there. He's like, you know,
oh, they all
snuggling up with them. Yeah,
I thought that. Yeah, okay. I thought you were going someplace else.
They could never have you on that show because it would cost them too much. They'd have to redo all the computer hardware so they can make that little pixelated thing like, a foot long.
It'd be too big.
So they'd have to rewrite all the software.
Stop.
It just you just see like a head floating across the screen.
Yeah.
And then have to make it flexible so it gets that swing to it.
I don't know, man. I'd look at somebody and be like, all right, while you're working on that fire, I'm going to go drop a deuce. I prepared for this. I ate about 52 fucking Pop-Tarts this morning before they dropped me off.
The blueberry kind, so don't look.
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't know, man. Somebody has there ever been anybody on there like bigger, my size, or a plus model or anything like that?
Yeah, there was a plus-sized black guy on there for a while. He was. What was he on? He was on one of the XLs where it goes on for like a month or something like that, like the last one standing or something like that.
See, that'd be my luck. I'd get on it and it'd be one of those team ones where there's like 6 guys and 6 girls.
Yeah.
Aw, thank
and
you.
I'd be like the chubby white guy with like all the other guys. I'd be on there with like 5 black guys like from the NBA or something, I'd be like,
and I'd be on there with the biggest 2 fucking bitches if you ever fucking walked the face of the fucking planet. I'd be like, I should just go home. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I quit. Nope, ain't gonna happen.
Stevie, why can't I find your channel on YouTube if I punch it in?
I don't know.
What are you trying to look under?
Stevie's Woodworking.
I'll tell you what, I have better luck looking under fucking Stalker Steve, to be honest with you. It always pops up under
I just did.
Must be getting shadow banned from one of my racist channels.
No, I just did. I did Stalker Steve too, and it had some other people on there. No, I wanted to go on YouTube to check out SD Mountain Man because
Tell
like
SD Mountain Man how often you do chat, Steve. He's asking.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Tell SD Mountain Man when you have your chats. He's asking.
Oh, usually Saturday night around 10.
Hey, SD Mountain Man, you're up to 709 now.
Cool.
He seems like a cool dude. I like his channel already.
Mikey has a chat Friday nights around the same time.
Oh, he's got the fired up Fat Woody Friday.
Sometimes Mikey has a chat around.
Oh, here we go. Guy can never just leave it alone. He's always got a fucking.
That's because SD's from the good community, the Fatwood community.
Yes, I saw that. I probably got that.
I watched Ron T. Sawyer video today. That fucking dude's got Coleman lanterns all over in his barn. He's working on them and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I got to get a hold of him and watch some of his videos.
Oh, man.
A Coleman toolkit made special for working on the lanterns.
He's not far from where your new homestead is he?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been trying to meet up with Ron T. Sawyer for 3 years.
Yeah, and then Steve comes along.
Way, and it never happens.
Huh. I'll have to ask him. Bro, where are you
fucking
at?
Yeah.
SD Mountain Man, dude, on your shorts, that cast iron Wednesday breakfast.
Right.
Oh my God. That just looks like the perfect fucking. Those eggs are perfect in that cast
Don't they
iron.
look great?
Yeah, Dominic.
I want to go upstairs and make fried eggs. Dish, get your apron.
I just got hungry. Wow, I thought I was already subbed. Now I'm subbed. Bell
Dish.
rung.
Yeah, I'm subbed. I just subbed. Oh man, he went to Cooters. He went to Cooter's place. He got a video at Cooter's place a month ago.
Hooters.
Look at that. Maybe
Cooters.
he accidentally saw you there.
He was in Nashville. I was in Pigeon Forge.
Right on.
Nashville. That's in the south, ain't it?
Yeah, he might have went on vacation or something. You know,
Dish, not in the south.
SD Mountain Man, Dish might be a little shy because of your Mountain Man name. She had an incident one time.
Yeah.
years and years ago.
No, I'm in Michigan, SD Mountain Man.
So SD,
Yeah.
listen. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. To my left.
Dish don't even do it no more because she's scared of Mike.
All these people here are all fucking palm knocking some bitches from Michigan.
See, now we even got Mike doing it. It worked, folks. The
I'm
mental
not
work
from Michigan.
worked.
Except for the president down in the lower left-hand
wait.
corner.
I'm over here. Moving up here.
I haven't been to Pigeon Forge since it caught fire.
Where the fuck is Pigeon Forge?
It's Tennessee, man. It's right by Gatlinburg.
I
It's
should know that.
totally different. We went down before the fire, and then we just went down this year, and there's so much more stuff down there. It's crazy, but it's a tourist trap. But we had a great time, you know.
It's near my sister where she was living.
Redneck Prep was in Arkansas.
At Time Fairs.
You know what we haven't seen, by the way, is speaking of redneck, what's his name there, Dish? Remember
Redneck Renegade. I just told you that story a month ago.
What are you talking about?
I think he's mad at me for one reason or another. I can't figure out why.
Oh, you done fucked it up? Nice. Fucking Todd.
I mean,
Mountain Man, I'm in Boston. So we got 3 Michiganders. Fucking palm knocking motherfuckers.
I live right here.
Yeah, that's right. 4. Sorry, I forgot about Sticky Steve.
I love that name.
And I'd rather call him Archie. Archie's so much easier.
Sticky Steve, man. It's Sticky Steve.
He's always got sticky hands from them boogers.
Yeah, boogers. I bet it's from the boogers.
Good thing though that pine sap is an antiseptic, so
I like rolling them around like real boogers.
keep him occupied all day.
Flinging them into my hair too. No.
Oh my God.
Oh, my little brother, man, I about killed him when he did that.
Dude, Steve, we're not going to see you for like 3 weeks, man. SD Mountain Man has a shit ton of videos.
Uh-oh. Binge watch time. I'll be sipping coffee tomorrow morning watching the shit out of his channel.
Goes back about 3 years. And you know what? They're perfect videos too, because they're all within anywhere from like a minute to like 5 minutes. There's one that's 20, 8 minutes, 4 minutes. You know, perfect. They're like perfect lengths. You know.
SD Mountain Man, did I see you on some gun chats?
Listen,
because your name in print looks familiar.
I like
Crazy Scotsman.
We're mentioning his name again. Oh.
He's been over in Shalisa's.
Oh yeah.
Chats.
I did
I think I've also seen him on some gun chats.
Okay.
Nice.
I forgot I left this in the freezer. It's
I was
frozen.
just saying, it was in the free. You put it in there last night, kiddo. Remember?
Hit it with the hammer and make candy out of it. Crack
Oh,
it.
not now. It'll get in my carpet. This is spruce. This
Load of Boy Scouts with that toffee.
this this stuff has a very low melting point. It hardly hardens at all. I mean, I had to get it frozen.
That's what she said.
Hey, I got a question for you guys. I went to Costco the other day, obviously, because I bought the big, huge, giant tub of the pub mix. But
You're right.
They had life straws, like a package of 4 life straws for $19.99. That's a fucking good deal, right? Because I think my life straw was like $12 on its own that I bought.
12 or 14.
Okay, I got to go back to Costco. I think I'm going to go buy like at least 2 of them.
Well,
you want me to have like,
real.
Yeah.
The thing about how much shit they filter out.
Yeah, I don't know. I tested mine. I fucking took a big old shit in the toilet and went and grabbed it and took me a big drink. It tasted pretty good. It filtered everything out.
You didn't get that.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something. I get that those filters work, right? And I get it. I have one, right?
Psychologically,
I'm boiling the fucking water first. I'm going to let it sit and get cold again. Then I'm going to drink it.
Yeah.
With the straw.
I would have to be almost fucking dying before I stuck that straw in a mud puddle and took a big drink.
That's why I got the Sawyer water filter, because you can screw it on a water bottle and suck it into the water bottle and then take it off and kind of forget about it for a minute. And then you got your water bottle to, you know what I'm saying? Psychologically.
Yeah.
Because it would fuck with me too. I know it would.
I have no problem. I'll drink out of it. I'll drink out of a lake and all that. But
it's still soft.
I have before, but after I become
I got sick. I didn't get what was that?
Diarrhea.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I got a stomach ache and I had the shits for like fucking half an hour, and that was it.
Yeah, but if you're in a survival situation where you drink that day to day, you would
right.
end up
Then you're
dehydrated if you're shitting yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
My thing is, I think I'm going to go back up to Costco and buy like 2 of them. That way I'll have 8 straws, and then the one I already have, so 9. I'll have like 9 straws. And then,
I was talking to a guy at work about this. And,
SD likes Hydro Blue.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm looking for a good in-the-house big water filter.
One you put on your tap?
I'm not sold. No, bigger than that. One you dump water into, and then you got like the water spigot on it.
Well, I can go.
I'm not sold on the Berkeys.
I can go another couple of steps further if you want. So my brother does it for a living. I mean, I can have somebody come.
Oh, little reverse osmosis something.
No, they put water treatment. They put water filtration systems in the house.
Right on. Cool.
So you don't need the Brita. You don't need all those fucking funky fucking things.
Well, I want it portable so I can use it in different places.
I got you.
What I am going to do, I'm going to run my water through a particle filter first, just to get the big stuff out of it.
Right.
If there is, and then run it through the expensive filter. But a Berkey, to buy the charcoal filters, is like $70 or $100 and something just for the filters.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck that. I don't
Yeah,
need
I figured if I use a life straw, I'll just suck the water up and then just spit the water into a jug and just keep doing that.
Here you go, honey.
And then I'll put the lid on that and put that in the cooler, and then you got fresh water.
So we're up north, right? So when you go into our place, right?
Right.
You go we call them the front road and the back road. So the front road people, for whatever reason, all their water sucks, and I'm in Gilmanton Ironworks, if that helps you out, right? So their water's all iron, and I never knew what it was when I was a kid, and you'd see all these water jugs all fucking orange and shit, right?
Right on, prepper.
And they can never drink their water.
Rust
right?
and stuff.
So my brother puts a fucking well in. He's fucking 300 feet down. He's feeding like 5 houses of water, his own plus like 4 other people. And he doesn't drink his water. He can. He just chooses not to. It doesn't have any, but he used that filter you were just talking about, Stevie. The one that gets all the
big stuff.
Yeah,
I figured that would save some life on the expensive filter, to make it really pure. What are those links you put in there, gals?
I did the one for SD's Hydro Blue.
Okay, they're both the same.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Are they?
We know that. They're exactly the same. I made sure to put down Hydro Blue VersaFlow demonstration underneath. Yeah, we were both on top of it, Steve.
Right? Just how I like my girls on my chat. On top of it. No offense.
I'm on top of this.
There you go. What? Sidekick, $17. Wow. I would spend the money, but for some reason, what I read is Berkey didn't go through the testing system to get certified. So technically, it's hearsay that you believe their word that it works. They didn't submit their filter to the official testing, money grabbing, whatever it is.
So the first, for the reality show, they first did these Survivor shows and all that bullshit, right? Do you guys remember the one they had in the building? It was like an empty fucking office building or factory.
Yes.
Right? Do you remember how they filtered their water? I knew about the charcoal aspect of it, but I didn't know how to do it. Just, you remember how they did it? I hope I do it in the right order. I think it went sand. What was the other one in there, Dish? It was sand and charcoal. Huh?
Charcoal?
You're right, but wasn't there a third? Or was it just sand and charcoal?
It might have been pebbles. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I know that.
But it went sand, charcoal, whatever else, and then sand, charcoal again.
Yeah.
And then it was okay.
Right.
Right, Dish? It went.
Yes.
Yeah. I never knew. I mean, I knew about the charcoal, but I never knew.
As long as your charcoal wasn't made from some strange poisonous wood, you'd probably be fine.
Right.
Yeah, really.
Who put the poison ivy in the fire? Now you're filtering your water through it. And it's charcoal, not the white ashes, because otherwise you'll make lye and kill you.
True. That's true.
Otherwise,
that would kind of suck.
You'll make concrete. Do you ever the next time you have a fire out in your backyard or something?
Yeah.
Take the ash out. Just dump a little bit of it right beside your fireplace. And then go back to it about 3 months later. It's as hot as the fucking concrete.
Yeah.
Hot as concrete.
And you also know there's no plants growing around it either because it fries them. Not from the heat, from the chemical transition.
Right.
As the water goes through it, it makes lye.
Right. If you got regular charcoal, like not the white shit, if you got the black, that guy on the other show there, not Mountain Men, Life Below Zero, the older guy that's with the nurse or whatever, he married his nurse, or she's living with him now. He lives in Eagle, Alaska.
I don't like that guy. I know who you're talking about, though.
His first wife left him.
Yeah, she was smart. He was a jerk.
He was an asshole. He treated her like dirt.
Yeah,
I'm like, why is this fucking chick? Even I'm not that bad. But shit. Now I forgot what I was saying. Where was I going with that, Dish?
We don't know.
Filtering his water.
Yeah, we're talking about filtering water.
Charcoal.
God damn it, kid. Oh, he made
Would you have a body?
he made charcoal. He made charcoal and threw it in his garden.
Oh yeah.
He mashed it all up into a powder, right? But he did it with a barrel, like we would do chocloth. He put the wood in a barrel, right? And then put another barrel on top. Did you see that episode, Dish?
Yeah.
Remember? And then he took it and he pounded it a little bit, made it like a powder almost.
Yeah.
And then threw it in his fucking garden.
Yeah.
Well, in the greenhouse, because
the greenhouse,
Alaska.
Yeah.
So, but well, you know what kills me about him? He's, the show's depicted of, life below zero and the tough things that he has to do. The guy's got more fucking tools than fucking Ace Hardware.
I know. Yeah.
I just had 2 comments blocked on my own fucking chat.
I know. What the hell did you do?
YouTube did that to me the other day. It says a big red X and says error, try again.
Yeah, remember that happened to me like a month and a half ago, right before 4th of July?
Like,
He said
fuck. Anyhow, I was comment to Mountain Man, awesome, and you proved to yourself that you could do it if you had to.
And I asked, dirt and all?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I could eat a worm, but I'd have to totally
couldn't do it.
Clean all the shit out of it first.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the ones Dish used to raise that when she used to feed him the cornmeal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to make them to the point where I'd need 1,000 of them.
I
to
couldn't
get
do it.
protein.
Let me tell you something. Not even starving to death could I do it. Because if I was starving to death and I had a worm, I'd find a way to make a fucking line or something and a hook.
Yeah.
And I would try to catch a fish. There's no way. I couldn't because you know why?
If I
it's
took
like
a
I'm going to
nose
throw
swallow-
everything up. Why bother? You know what I mean?
I ate a cricket one time.
Ooh, yummy. Now they're encouraging that.
What bet did you lose?
It wasn't. I mean, it was just a bet. I mean, it wasn't on anything. It was just like I bet you won't eat one. I was like, dude, I've seen people eat crickets before. It's no big deal. And then it was a big deal because my dumbass, instead of just throwing it in there and chomping it and swallowing, I bit his head off.
Oh.
And then that went down easy, but then you had the butt part with all the gooey shit. That's the part I was like, trying to get that.
You just got to knock them back.
Yeah, if you're going to eat a cricket, man, just grab the cricket and just throw the whole fucking thing in
I
your
used
mouth.
to say
I would have to detach them spiny ass back legs that dig into you because I'd be afraid it'd get caught in my throat.
Dude, I used to have an issue with fucking freshen up gum with the fucking goo coming out of it.
Come
You think
down.
I'm going to put a fucking worm in my mouth? You're out of your goddamn mind. That's fucking gum. My sister's like, oh, you want a piece
So
of gum? Wait till you get
you
it.
don't like Gushers candy, do you?
I put it in, and she's like, chew it. I'm like, I know how to eat gum. Thanks for the lesson. And all of a sudden, I'm like, what? Am I bleeding? What the fuck is that? That's gross. Who does that?
It squirted in my mouth. Well, now you know what women feel like.
No, because it was spearmint. It doesn't taste like spearmint. It tastes like pineapple.
Pineapple?
That's what she tells me. It's pineapple.
Well, of course, my old ass, back when they first come out with it, there was 2 flavors, mint and spearmint.
Now, didn't they have cinnamon, like a red?
Yeah, cinnamon.
Yep.
Later on, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not eating eyeballs either, Mountain Man. Hell no.
That's what
not going to happen.
That and an eyeball has a hard lens in it.
Not doing it.
You gotta pinch it with your teeth and get that out as it's dribbling down your chin.
I'll eat beef liver. I'll eat fish liver. I'll eat chicken livers. I'll eat their hearts. Right? I have no problem eating all that shit.
I don't know if I bragged or not yet, but Susie cooked liver and onions and bacon the other night.
Shush. Seriously?
Dude,
I love
you
it.
almost didn't it melted in your mouth.
Wow.
It was so tender. She didn't kill it. Well, I should say she fucking killed it.
Well, otherwise, would it taste like your work food?
Oh, it was awesome.
Gunpowder.
I had it for dinner 2 nights in a row. It was so good.
No, I love liver.
Oh, I haven't had it in so long, and I
Liver
haven't
needs a little
had
bit of
good
ketchup.
liver in a long. The last time I had good livers when I lived in New Orleans at some soul food restaurant. And it was, I mean, gob of mashed potatoes that big, a hunk of liver that would choke a giant, and all the greens you could eat. And it was melt in your mouth, you know,
One of the little kids I work with
Oh.
says to me, fuck, talking about melting in your mouth. One of the little kids I work with says to me last night, hey, Mike, I'm dying. He says, I'm dying for barbecue. Where can I get good barbecue around here? He goes, dude, you live in fucking Boston. You live in Massachusetts. You want good barbecue? Go to the fucking south. Get on an airplane. Head south.
Fish, lobsters, I can hook you up with.
Yeah.
Barbecue?
Right.
Dude, people don't barbecue up here. I said,
Fucking
he said, they don't know how
Arby's.
to. He says, my neighbor's got one. He says, let me tell you something.
Right
the
on,
person up here knows how to barbecue. It's because they were from the south or watched somebody do it.
Yeah.
New Orleans was one of the few places where the greens and the beans, you know, green beans and all that were so good they were actually bad for you because all the shit they put in them.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
yeah.
grandma used to make green beans, and they were full of grease and stuff, and
Yeah.
delicious but horrible for you.
It's like
Yep.
the potatoes and the bacon and the ham hock, and then you add the tomato paste and yeah, southern green beans or something else, man.
You know what I do miss though? Up
Yeah,
here, I don't know if anybody's
soul
have
food
you ever had
green beans.
anybody ever had green bean salad?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
did
The
never
one- right? It's got the wax bean. Oh my god. I haven't had it in so long. My aunt used to make it.
know what you were. Okay.
That'll make you poop.
Oh, only because of the oil. Or whatever the fuck they use for the dressing, you know what I mean?
Oil and fiber, good combo.
Told you, raisin
What was
bread.
that? Did I
like
even
those.
go?
No more clogs.
Fucking raisin bran. 5 bowls of raisin bran. Why am I shitting my brains out?
One of those once in a lifetime miracle ones where you grab the tea paper and you're like clean as a whistle. Like, look at that. That only happens like once or twice in a lifetime.
You need to change your diet. It should be like that every day.
Unlike when you're out fishing in the woods and you got to scoot your ass on the ground for a mile and a half to get clean out.
Oh no.
What's the
Something and use your hand.
You guys are roasting out gunpowder.
Oh, you know what I had at BJ's today, Dish?
What?
I had chicken tenders, right?
Mm.
The guy was cooking them and everything. So I
Mhm.
grabbed a few of those. And then a little further down, you ready for this? This guy had the Brussels sprouts are the round ones, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He had Brussels sprouts, and he was putting them on a griddle
Yeah.
with a little olive oil, little
Oh
garlic.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And I'm like, and he puts it in the thing, and I went, oh, I only eat these cold. I never had it hot. I said, I'm sorry, I thought it was cold. He goes, oh no, dude. He says, trust me, just eat it. I'm like, yeah. I said, but the wife makes the asparagus and shit. I don't like it on the. He says, it's nothing, dude. Just try it. And I went, and I was like, oh, thank you, sir. May I have another?
Yeah, right.
Oh my god, it was so good.
Cool.
It was so good. I was shocked. I was totally shocked. I didn't think I was gonna like it.
Brings
Yep.
out sweetness.
Yeah, loved it.
That's like the first time I ever had shrimp on a grill.
Yep.
Holy crap, that was so good.
Shrimp on a
Had
grill is
that-
delicious.
You know, the shell would burn a little bit.
Right.
that Stripe. Oh my God, was it good. Little smoky flavor. All right, here. Fucking turned into a food chat.
Into a food chat again. Was it my
I
fault?
know. But at least this one's good food, not fucking bomb.
It was your fault before we went on. We didn't even go fucking live, and you were talking about fucking cheesecake.
Bird food earlier, squeezing the poop out of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but you were talking about cheesecake before we were even live.
Yep, I got it on video. Shalisa started it.
I tried to keep it with fucking tinfoil hat conspiracy stuff, but always the food.
Yep. Oh,
You know what? Talking about food, I don't think they served lunch at Sandy Hook that day.
Oh, by the way,
What is
everybody, don't worry about the conspiracies and the fucking killings and none of that, because in the last 2 weeks, there has been over 200 earthquakes at Yosemite Park. So get ready for the big one.
Black in the skies.
Yeah, if that one goes off, pretty much all of us are fucked. So
I was in the last big one.
yeah, what?
Mount St. Helens.
15,000 years ago, or are you talking about St. Helen?
No, Mount St. Helens. I was on
I was
the
going to say, I didn't think you.
upwind of that. I was in Southern Oregon in 80, 81.
I was in Washington, Shalisa.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
And I was in Santa Rosa, just an hour north of San Francisco, when the 89 quake happened.
Wow.
And I remember it like it was yesterday. All the cars.
Me too. It interrupted the fucking World Series, motherfuckers. I was fucking pissed.
I remember that.
I was pissed.
Wasn't there another one in like 94 or 95 or something like that?
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
That sounds good, Gear.
Right? I just typed them a damn gear. Like I say, you make them so good they're bad for you now.
Yeah.
Yum.
But I never had, like I said, I had those Brussels sprouts cold for like a little snack, you know?
Yeah.
I love Brussels sprouts and potatoes.
Potato. Brussels sprouts.
Me too. I like potatoes.
Brussels.
That is the first time I've seen Ohio crack his own self up.
I can't believe nobody else caught it. I mean, he said
I
that way.
caught
Like,
it. I just didn't have a minute for it to
okay.
come out. You know, it takes me a minute now that I'm over 50, a little bit.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't get it.
That's because Shalisa was talking.
You didn't miss much there, Stevie. He, you know, he's just trying to be funny, and you know, he wears a hat. He wears a hat, and he's trying to tell everybody that stood for the ATF, but the fucking president made a mistake, and you know,
Again. Multi-million.
you know, and it's
Now that would be a good compilation video.
What, off his gaff? Did he have one today?
When it actually,
he had one today.
Steve, when all in actuality, his fucking hat really stands for another fucking Todd. You know what I mean? So he just didn't want to tell people he's a fucking Todd. So, you know, it is what it is.
Babadoos.
No worries. It's just Ohio, you know, picking on somebody because you got nobody else to pick on. So,
Yeah, well, you know what?
just it is what it is.
I think for dinner tomorrow, I'm going to ask my wife if she'll make some Brussels sprouts and
Go right ahead.
and potatoes.
I said Brussels sprouts. You just didn't fucking hear me right, you little fucking cunt. You know? I love guys like you. You were like the bully in school. I used to love fucking hitting you over the head with a fucking lunchbox. So you were I love people like you when I was in school.
Sounds like you're the bully.
Oh, not me. I was never a bully. Not one time.
You can never punch a funny man and get away with it.
Not one time.
Nope, it don't work.
I cracked a kid in the face with fucking a history book and a math book. Hit him right square in the fucking face with it. I'm sorry, what did you say? Plop!
He said, I said potatoes. And you fucking hit him.
You wouldn't have lasted fucking 5 minutes in my school.
God.
5 minutes in my school.
Wow. That's the first time my stomach's hurt from laughing in quite a while. Thanks.
Right?
I needed that.
It's all right. Look,
I think we were separated. I think we were
Southerners,
separated. Birds.
Southerners fucking making fun of how I pronounce my fucking words. You got gunpowder, beauty, oil, and all that. Talking like a fucking Southerner. You got this fucking jackass living in Ohio that wants to be a Southerner talking like a Southerner. You know what I mean? And then you got Shalisa, who talks nice and regular, and Dish, who talks nice and regular to me, you know, and Stevie. You know, and these other two jackasses. And You know what I mean? It is what it is.
It is what it is.
No, not in the eye. Hit him right across the face, right in the fucking
Okay.
square of the mouth.
Now you two guys work it out.
No. Put me down here next to him. Don't put me next to him. I don't want nothing to fucking do with the fucking queer.
Queer.
Hey, man.
No, you were talking about me. You were making fun of me. It's all right. It's all right, Compound. I see how
Hang
you
on,
are.
let me scoot over a little bit. There we go. What is that, Michael? Teabagging Mike right now.
Hey, you know the funny part is, Shalisa? Shalisa, you know the funny part is that these are bigger than his fucking balls, and he's trying to teabag me. That's the funny part.
That's right.
You know?
We're gonna have to all have all balls out after chat.
Yes, you were. You said potatoes when you fucking don't even lie to me, Gunpowder. You wrote it. It says right there, potatoes. So you're making fun of me. So you know what? I don't want to hear it, kid.
Ohio, you're
Fucking
hilarious. That looks so real. It's not even funny.
Not a fucking time.
Man, he's full of it today. You gotta go to the bathroom?
Oh man, that's
What
hilarious.
I missed, Dish? Do I want to know?
I'm gonna cry.
See yourself up there. Look out, Mikey, man.
I don't know. I asked a question. It's all right. It's all right. He probably did something behind my back yet again.
I don't think I've ever stretched him that far before.
Oh.
Oh, I'm dying.
Oh my God! You made Dish hide her face and tear up. Oh, that's epic.
I don't know. I missed it. Shalisa.
Which is probably a good thing.
Once again, he does something behind my back.
Don't know what
Aren't you looking? Damn.
No, it's actually above your head.
Yeah.
Let me guess, you got a vagina funnel?
No.
It's probably vagina spray that he needs. Because he's douching himself because he's a douchebag. And he needs to douche because he stinks.
Man, seen his during his vasectomy.
Right, SD? I'm with you on that one, bro. Could your muscles be any tenser?
Damn, I didn't think about that. I could have put that in Ohio.
See, the last time he saw his, he was fucking about 10.
There it is. Damn, I should have put that in your package.
10? What are you talking about? Oh my God. That was... I don't know. Last time I seen him, Mikey, it probably was about 10.
No.
10 minutes after you left to work.
You were 10. You were 10. No, she don't like big people. No, trust me. Not her type.
No.
And she's Italian. She's Sicilian.
She's Sicilian, and she's just.
You didn't even get to the door.
She's not my style. She's not my type, dude.
There you go.
She's
Trust
pretty.
me.
I don't like them pretty ones.
Never expected that. I seen mine during my vasectomy. Yeah, well, bless your heart.
Those pretty girls always get away with shit. You know what I'm saying?
I never got away with anything.
No, they do.
No, I'm just saying I never got away with anything.
Yeah.
I always got caught.
I like that song. If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife.
Stay single.
Taking my personal point of view, get an ugly girl to marry you.
Nah.
He says, man, I seen your wife the other day and she was ugly. He said, yeah, but she sure can cook. Oh, I got a patch from, remember the guy that came in my chat not too long ago, DJ something? Yeah. On one of their chats over there with Clover Tech and Guns and Barbecue and all that. Apparently, I won something one night and I forgot about it, and I got this, and it was like in the drawer, and I was like, "Holy shit, I forgot!" But do you know Clover Tack?
I know of him.
Of him, yeah. Okay, so check this patch out. It's pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
Hug a Fud.
DJ Play Nice, Gunpowder says.
Yeah, DJ Play Nice. I couldn't remember. I'm not over there a whole lot.
That Gunpowder Beauty gets around a little bit.
She does get around. Let me tell you. She's been my chat, your chat, Mike's chat.
She's a Southerner.
Third state she's had to move to since I've known her.
She's got a reputation. Let me tell you.
She's a Southerner.
Do you know what her reputation is? I'll tell you right now. I mean, look. She will throat punch the fuck out of you.
Yeah, then she has to leave the state.
And then she'll bless your heart.
She might end up throwing a dented thermos stuff at you.
Speaking of Gunpowder, she posted something in Facebook today that was kind of interesting. I'll bring it up since she's not here, because it's not a personal thing. But apparently, if you search chicken soup on Facebook, it brings up some sexual trafficking for children thing. It's warning or something.
Well, I seen the sponsored underwear today up in the corner that had a built-in bulge on it. How awesome is that?
Let me find the thing that prints out when you search it or whatever.
Just do a screenshot.
Hang on. Chicken.
Damn you, Ohio. I laughed so hard I got a headache now.
Mine's back.
I get chicken soup for the soul. Welcome to the chicken soup for the soul family.
Where's it all at? It's not there anymore.
That's all I get. Magic Johnson.
Well, there you go, right there. Magic Johnson. What's
Aunt B's recipes for soup? Chicken pot pie soup. Steve's homemade soups.
Earlier today when I read it, I did it and it worked. Now it's not bringing it up. So
what was the porn one back in the day? White House or something? You would type in the White House and it came up all porn.
Yeah, something like that. Let's see. Okay, I'll just here it says
so Stevie, mine's headgear today, not porn. I got headgear and new X series colorways, sunglasses, Shady Rays.
Look at that.
Maybe because my Facebook page is still Stalker Steve. Maybe that's why I'm getting
because yours. I was the same as you, Stevie. Yeah. I had it was like fuckbook or something on there in the corner. And I'm like, so I said to my wife, I go, hey, babe, want to see something fucked up? She goes, what? I go, look at that. I says, people get thrown off Facebook for the stupidest thing. She goes, right? I go, they can put that on there? She goes, where'd that come from? I go, it's an ad, babe. I says, babe, it's an ad. Click on it. I said, well, actually, don't click on it. I said, but it's an ad. And she goes, how do you? I said, Stevie's the same way. She goes, no way. I go, yes way.
I got Dish to click on one the other day. It was something about get hard quick with these pills, and you click on it, and there was more boners there than I've ever seen in my life.
Gunpowder
or anything like that. I mean boners. I'm like, holy shit! First thing I thought of was Dish.
Gunpowder sent me the picture.
Okay.
It says. So at the time, if you put in chicken soup or something like that, it brings up child sexual abuse is illegal. We think your search might be associated with child sexual abuse. Child sexual abuse or viewing sexual images or videos of children can lead to imprisonment and other severe personal consequences. Child sexual exploitation causes extreme harm to children. Searching for and viewing abusive and exploitive material adds to that harm. There are organizations that can provide help and support if you are having sexual thoughts about, and then that cuts off because it's like you have to click more. And it says, see how to report and get help for support. And that's basically...
That means there's a site out there, probably on the dark
Well,
web.
I did some digging, and apparently, chicken is code word for young kids, and like this, yeah, and like whatever these people are.
I don't consider them people.
Right. Whatever whatever these animals are, code names or whatever.
Right on, SD Mountain Man. What if you're looking for a recipe all innocent and shit?
Well, that's the thing. That's what Facebook is doing, though. I think Facebook is actually, I have to give them credit. They're like nip it in the bud that obviously somebody was using that chicken soup as a code to send you someplace else. And Facebook caught on to it and said,
and down at the bottom of that, it probably says, click here if you wish to continue.
Yeah.
Because like I said the other day, I mean, they had more Mike's favorite word on there than I've seen on porn channels and shit. And it's right there for any kid to click on.
Yep.
If you don't have all your filters, where you can't find nothing. Yeah, SD, that was a Facebook dealio. Sick bastards.
Man, we was laughing a few minutes ago.
Holy shit, Big Al, nice to see you.
Hey, Big Al.
Hey, Big Al.
He gave me the biggest compliment. I believe it was on that bowl with the cubes.
Oh, yeah.
That video, he asked me, you're a pretty good word worker. What would you say if I sent you the stock off my Henry rifle and insinuating he wanted me to carve it or something? But I had to politely no thank you, because carving is one thing I do not have confidence in. I wouldn't want to wreck somebody's Henry stock. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That would just suck. But what a compliment. Thank you, Big Al. That was cool. I don't know if I explained myself well enough when I, said no.
Chuck Norris is 83 years old.
Damn.
Nice.
Hey, I'm going to jump off of here.
What time is it?
Oh, why? You done picking on people that fuck stick?
It's 1:45. Why don't you hang out a minute and we'll just shut the whole damn
No,
thing.
let him fucking leave. Let him.
I'm getting kind of hungry. I was thinking about getting some
fucking
Brussels
belongs.
sprouts and some
pop.
potatoes.
He can have some fucking pop. The only thing he's gonna try to pop is that little fucking twig he's got between his fucking legs. As soon as he lifts everything up to go like this. But you know what I'm saying? It is
Are you fat shaming online?
No. Fat shaming? I didn't call you
yeah,
fat.
I think you are.
I would have been more like morbidly fucking beast, but I wasn't going to say fat. But if
Yeah,
you want to use
but
fat,
I
we'll
mean,
use fat.
I mentioned something about a potato.
Yeah, well, are you making fun of my dyslexia and pronouncing words? See, it's different.
Yeah, I am making fun of the word.
Yeah,
the word. I'm not making fun of the person. I'm making fun of the word.
Oprah says,
No, I'm making fun of the person.
Says,
not the word.
You can't
Listen,
see me.
I'm feeling.
You can't see me.
I'm feeling triggered.
Triggered. What are you gonna do?
Hold on a second.
You gonna go to the bank and fucking shoot it up?
Quit your bullshit for a second. Big Al, are you talking about Chuck, my hollow point, Chuck?
Pardon? No, he's talking about Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris is 83.
No shit.
Yeah, he is. Seriously. Chuck Norris
Nobody
is 83.
can beat up Chuck. That's who we should get for vice president. He could be the muscle for the president.
He looks good for 83, too.
Good night, Ohio.
Good night, Ohio.
Really?
Good.
See you Friday. Actually, you won't. I'm going north.
All right, folks. Oh, that means Ohio gets to have another chat. Sweet. Okay, folks. We're getting out of here.
Well, hey, listen, I have to. I bought a fucking trailer. I'm not even fucking using it.
True that. That's I need to head north. I'm getting the itch bad. I put talcum on them, but it didn't help.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Big Al. All right, folks. I want to thank everybody on the outside chat. You guys were awesome. Met a new friend tonight. I get to go check out a new channel.
I got to light a fucking candle.
What?
Or 3.
Go to bed with that on the side of his pillow.
I love that smell, dude. It smells. You gotta smell it.
Humidor and Fraser fir.
Huh?
Fraser fir, like a Christmas tree.
That one.
Yep. And then you'll see some brown, which is humidor, and
Okay.
that's very sexy, musky smell. Enjoy your candles, Mike.
I will. Thank you very much, sweetheart.
Have a wonderful night, everybody, and thanks everybody for coming on the panel. What a rocking cool night. 321 comments and still going.
Except for Ohio.
Ohio's my bud. He's my thumbnail. Peace.